other jobs difficult.
All right, we're now live
Just
and
as a
recording.
heads up.
We're now live and recording. So, what were the other jobs?
So the Shell, the aging Minotaur lady who is part of the Tinkers Guild, wants your assistance with a dangerous experiment that she believes that if she can complete, will give her the credibility she needs to kind of propel herself up the ranks in the Tinkers Guild. And then Rolami believes that his Rolami is part of the inner guard, the guard for the kind of upper crust section of the city. Believes his kind of boss has been compromised somehow. He's not sure, but he's just been behaving weird, making strange decisions, and thinks that if something's happened, maybe solving that will pull him to your side.
These somehow feel like the most flimsy of the five. Because literally,
Well, mostly because
once...
I haven't gone through 30 minutes of dialogue.
Okay, fair enough. I was just like, well, it was because like the other ones are like, hey, there's a path ahead. These ones are like, I think my captain's gone crazy.
Well, I mean, they also, it seems, have no set time limit aside from the time
Also-
limit, the time it'll take your character to, go to the other city and get back.
Beyond that, one other thing. The other reason these kind of feel less specific, these are probably the most confrontational and least helpful of the five that you have met.
Okay.
They're like working with you begrudgingly.
Itcher has no interest in helping out with an experimentation when nothing's being revealed.
Yeah. I mean, can we ask for more information?
We tried that. She
He
was
said-
very anky.
He said
Yeah,
we need a persuasion.
She's not going to give you anything without like an attempt to persuade her, and even then, it will be done like she's not super enthusiastic. It will be more difficult to persuade them.
Yeah, Itcher's not even thrilled that she's being that way, so...
I tried the.
bit to convince
if I'm
Itcher
going-
to even help this person anymore.
Yeah,
What's up, Scarlett?
I tried the. If I'm going to die for you, I should know what I'm going to die of, like what's going to murder me. And she was like, no. And I was like,
She was like, once you are committed, she'll tell you everything you need to know.
Well, I mean,
but while you guys can still walk out the door with her research, like with the contents of her research, if she just tells you,
So,
she's not going to let you.
okay, so
technically
let me
we did
approach
say we were
this.
going to do it though.
Let me approach this differently then. Operationally, you can at least let us know how we would be endangering our lives.
Possible violent conflict.
With people or machines?
People or something that you do or...
And she kind of does not feel comfortable giving any more information out. Give me a persuasion roll. All right.
Oh,
That's a good persuasion roll to start the day off. That's kind of that's what you were looking for. 2 nat 20s off the rip. It's definitely a good place to start. So she kind of pulls you all aside and says, all right, I can tell you a little more. I'm going to need personal promises from all of you on whatever you feel, well, holds value that you can swear on. That none of this leaves this room unless I say it's okay.
Of course.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
I think that I've managed to find a way to use the kind of resonance that the crystals all have that gives them the things infected with them a kind of intelligence, a bit of a they have some form of hive mind, as best we've been able to tell. At least when people become infected with them, they all have the same goal: bring others further in. Right? I think I found a way to co-opt this and create a kind of central intelligence for a new breed of golem.
Oh, this is actually interesting.
But when I first bring this online, I won't have had a chance to overwrite their initial instincts.
Uh
And
oh.
so the golems will try to do what all other crystal type do,
Murder.
and will try and murder and capture people. And you need to keep them locked up while that's happening.
How many golems?
I have 2 at the moment.
Okay.
I want to make sure I can get them both up and running so that I can prove to others that the first isn't just a fluke. If I can duplicate the results, then, well, it lends some veracity to what I might say.
So just to get this straight, you want us to restrain them until the experiment is finished, correct?
Yes.
Well, doesn't sound bad to me. I'm actually quite interested in this myself.
Okay, I'll help. Go. That shouldn't be. Well, I'm going to say it
How
shouldn't be that
long
hard,
should
but
this
you know.
be?
It shouldn't take too long. I expect that it'll only take me within minutes of them being brought online to sever whatever connection they have, at which point I can forge my own at my leisure. But I can't sever a connection that doesn't exist yet, so once they're brought online, the connection is there, I can work on severing it, and you have to keep them busy and not running amok in the town in the meantime.
No killing them.
Please don't destroy my golems. I have spent so much money.
Okay. Will do. Do I have any spells for that? Do.
Now, this poses a question. Why didn't you just like, I'm not a researcher clearly, especially in a field like this. But why didn't you just put together a head, or like a brain that they couldn't really move with?
Attach something to them that's heavy enough that they can't move while they're asleep.
That is a possibility. The largest impediment to that is when they're brought online, it is, well, I don't know how much you've looked into this, but oftentimes the kind of crystal growth developed on someone tends to be the type most necessary for what they need to do in that particular moment. I fear that if I lock them up completely, they will simply manifest as diamond creatures and teleport out.
Makes sense.
Dun dun
Well, I'm
dun.
usually better at
Whereas
connecting
if you
them.
were all there as
Bait.
combatants, it might instead manifest combat abilities, but it will not simply leave the enclosure.
Okay. And what is
I'm
the
going to drink water.
protocol for if it does escape?
Well, if you're, let me put it this way. I will be locking you in the basement with them. They will not escape.
We
But-
are only bait for a few minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
If they do escape, we know nothing about it.
He gives a bit of a nod.
I have no idea where
Okay.
it came from. Okay, cool.
I'm usually better at. Well, never mind. But I'll help.
So, that is available for whenever you guys feel you want to. It doesn't have to happen this exact moment. But, so if you need a night to prepare different spells or something like that.
Yeah, let's go meet the other one. The other one being a turd.
And, yeah, you. So the other is a middle-aged Minotaur man. Goes by Rolami Torres. And he, well, he. How do you approach getting in contact with this person? We'll say.
Where is he?
He is in the. He is in the kind of guard district. He is one of the. He's a. Let's put it this way. He is a officer of the inner guard, which protects the more like upper crust sections of the city. So he is near the. He's part of the guard. He's in the guard district in the center, near the center of town.
Well, don't forget Scarlet was looking unnatural as hell, and then by extension me.
Scarlet was what?
You were looking sketchy as hell when we were waiting for Alien's character to catch up with us at the.
Was that my character?
Oh yeah, no, it was me and Itcher. My bad.
I was like, what did I do?
Yeah, I was confused. I was like, when did this happen? Shit, I was fucking out of it last time.
That was my bad. But yeah, Itcher looking sus as hell. Being
Yeah.
a sussy baka.
Oh, ew.
Yes. Yes.
Big, you take 3 psychic damage.
No. Suck it.
But actually though,
Yes, actually.
oh,
That's unfair. You're taking away his player. Yeah.
I'm not taking away his agency. It was a completely meta conversation. I'm taking away his real agency.
why do you have to be such a sussy baka?
Oh man, he does it again. He does it to himself, really. That's 5 psychic damage.
God, Jesus. He's gonna have no psyche at the end, but like at the end of this, is just going to like wandering around get zombie. Oh, actually,
I'd
no.
be the sussy baka.
Oh God.
God damn it, Big.
Which actually would be beneficial because he would say anything.
It's 4
What do you
psychic
think he
damage.
Supposed
The one word I remember is witch.
to. They'll just think you're insane then.
All right, but so how do you get in contact with this person?
How are we supposed to get in contact with this person?
I don't know.
there's
The guard
no
knows that we're
clear-
looking for him.
That is up to you.
Just walk into his office, be like, "What's
What's
What?
up? I got a big pack.
Big.
Yes.
Wasn't there a guard that you knew? Was it you and my character? Who was the other one
No, it
that
was
met
Tay.
the? Oh, it was
Tay.
Tay. God damn it! Nobody knows that
Oh.
guard now.
Thoughts with it? The one connection we had is gone.
You could always just be like, see if we could find a particularly sussy guard and ask him about the proper way.
All right, so you're gonna look for a.
The exact word is sussy.
Mm,
He's gonna make you take psychic damage.
And say the whole thing.
Baka.
Oh, God.
all right, it's 2 psychic damage.
I thought it was two separate things. There was a very big space there. It was at least a period worth of time.
Got it. You take half. You take 1 psychic damage for putting the words in sequential order, but far enough away that maybe they weren't connected.
Baka sussy. Got it. We just gotta say Baka sussy. Big.
It's,
Rock is sussy.
Oh no.
oh, look, that psychic damage has become force damage. Huh, how'd that happen?
He just gets like randomly bruised by the wind. The wind just comes by and punches him in the face.
So goddamn, what the fuck?
You feel like you got punched in the stomach, but there's nobody here.
That's great.
You all disgust me.
Hey, I haven't
Hey,
said anything. We can
You're our dice daddy, alright?
God. Can I give you reverse inspiration? Like negative inspiration?
Wait, what did you call him?
Dice daddy.
Hey, Dice Daddy.
What did you call him?
The big Dice Daddy.
I was gonna ask, did you just call him Dice Daddy? I heard it was Dice, and I was like, wait a second.
Fuck you guys.
We love you too.
So, like, if you gave us a chance.
Is it nap time? Is that what I'm hearing?
So, assuming nobody has a particularly creative way to get in contact with them, yeah, you basically have the conversation I listed before.
Okay.
Uh, and yeah, he suspects something's controlling his boss.
Why do you suspect this?
He's been organizing things strangely. He's been having patrols kind of skip over areas. It's not super obvious, though when looked at over a longer period of time, a pattern kind of emerged to
Rivalry.
Ralami. As well as he just seems stranger. Used to be a big family guy, now spends almost all of his time in the office, and not just like during the siege, but like a while before then.
Someone have his family?
What's that?
Someone have his family?
No, he's checked. His family seems still fine.
Could be
Rivalry.
threatening them.
Aversion. Oh.
But those are his concerns, and should they be addressed, he believes that, well, if there is a problem, that solving it will likely make him favorable to any negotiations, or if need be, something can be done about it after. But the rebellion has enough faith in this to send you all to try, at the very least. Enough faith that this will go somewhere.
Suspicious. Which one are we doing first?
Okay, alright, so let's take a step back before we're just like, yo, what it do? In 4 days, arson. We
3 days.
Yeah.
You spent a day going and talking to more people since you got that.
So 3 days, arson.
Sorry.
Bye.
The experiment anytime won't take long, hopefully.
It would be better to get it done sooner.
Well, let's see first. Then we have one that's supposed to take a week, where we basically send somebody on the ship to leave. Which will just send, like, a crewman
Star Witch.
or something.
I mean, you could just send crew members. They are there at your disposal.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
because
mean, if they don't mind just like taking the ship down for a week and then bringing it back up after.
Did we discuss that there's a secret harbor though?
no, well, there's not actually. We were just like bullshitting something.
That was
and faking
yeah, that
an
was like
entire secret harbor is gonna be.
well, we could like find one and
what's-
then report it.
What are the other two?
There is the assassination of Jeff Bezos, which is going to happen in about 3 or 4 days.
Let's say
The old lady you got that mission from was not very clear. She seemed kind of not all there.
Okay. We kind of need to know more specific on the date for that.
Oh.
Can we spend part of the day like clarifying that with her?
Yeah, well, I mean, or you can just look into it yourselves, but it's a dice roll. Quite literally a dice roll to see if she knows.
Well, I mean, we kind of need to know because if it's 3 days, arson. 4 days would be the day after. And then what's the other one?
You have that one. There. Arson. I think you have them all.
I have 4, not 5. Arson, experiment, ship leave and come back, assassination.
The guard captain.
Guard
We can figure out
captain.
what's going on with him?
Guard captain, what?
Something's going on with the guard captain of the inner guard.
We need to figure out what it is and then solve it.
User disconnected from your channel.
Dun dun dun. How
Okay.
about bribery?
If you all desire, I can try and stalk the guard captain, and see if I can figure out if there's anything troubling at home. Someone needs to figure out whether it's 3 or 4 days for the other, but we could essentially send the crew to the ship to have them, like, I don't know, fuck off vacation for a week. Now. Do the experiment sometime tomorrow, depending on what we find out from the guard captain. Arson, then the assassination, and then the wrapping up and or finishing of whether the guard captain or the experiment, whichever one we needed to do. And then the ship comes back. And we're done. Less than a week.
Yeah, ship comes back and then we deliver the item.
Yep.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay.
Yeah, the only two that are kind of conflicting at the moment, we just need to figure out time and date for the cruise for the assassination.
Or we'll have to split the party, which is fine, I suppose. You and we just have someone to come with me for the arson. And you already didn't want to go.
Well, that's worst case scenario.
Alright, let's get to it. I suppose I'll go find this guard captain and meet you all at this tavern here. When I can.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Alright.
Yes, we can.
Go talk to the senile old lady.
Well, she's not going to be very helpful. She didn't remember.
I mean,
I
we
think
gotta
we're just
figure
going to
something
have
out.
to. I know, but like going over there would take how long, Blight?
Getting to her, it's probably like a good half day kind of thing to go out to her, ask her questions, and get back.
Do you have any idea where she got the information from?
No.
Damn it.
We could try and ask like if there's like a line, like a cruise line, and if she knows which one, or if it's just like personal ship. I don't know if we ever got an answer for that.
You did not.
So someone's gonna have to go ask her a question. Oh.
We can go ask that. That would at least give us a direction to go if she has an answer.
Tis true.
Okay. So who's going out to ask Taru some questions?
I believe it's going to be the three of us while Alien stalks the guard captain.
All right. I will say, Alien.
What's up?
The day, are you like hailing him 24/7? What are you doing?
Well, what time is it when I find him?
I would need a investigation check. It probably takes you a day to like nail down where he's going to be, with any decent amount of like. It's not just about nailing where he's going to be. It's also things like making sure you can watch him from those locations without revealing yourself and that kind
Well,
of
I
thing.
mainly want to like follow him home.
Yeah. And so
then,
it's
like,
not just a matter of finding out where he is. It is a matter of like scoping an area out so that you don't just have to like this is you're following him home from like the military district, not the market. There's not like a crowd you can hide in that you're going to be inconspicuous in unless you can disguise yourself as a guard or something.
I'm very good at stealth.
Yes, but that's like this investigation check tells me that it took you a while to find like the back alleys and the hiding places such that you can follow him without being with like the ability to hide while doing so. That is what it took you a day to scope out the area to have that ability. Is what that investigation check tells me.
Okay.
So while you take the day to do so, the rest of you, you all go and find Taru, and she, yeah, you see her. She's seems just as happy as before, and has like a, as she sees you all walk in, lays out this like tray of toffees
Oh, hell
for
yeah.
you all to pick from.
Imagine
And
like
she
a
says-
handful of those.
Yeah, and she says, "Oh, hi. How are you all today? Why'd you come by? Oh, I don't get guests very. This is really nice.
No.
You're all so sweet."
Such a sweet old lady.
No, this lady here is like we piss her off, she turns into a hag.
Yes, like suspiciously sweet old lady. Oh, we know not to fuck with you.
Suspiciously sweet old
Anyway.
lady at the top of Amazon.
So we had some like clarifying questions to ask you about.
Did I forget something again? I'm so sorry. It's been happening recently. What did you need?
No, it's okay. We just need to clarify some things up with timelines and stuff. We were wondering do Do you know if it's his personal ship or if he's on like a friend ship? Whose ship he's on?
Oh, it's his own. He's got his own ship.
It's shaped like a penis.
Why is that your question?
Because
Dude,
Jeff Bezos
kind of
wants
like-
the penis spaceship.
And she kind of like smacks you on the top of the head and says, "You need to watch your language, young man. Did your parents not teach you better?"
No, they threw me from island to island.
Oh, well,
She
I'll
hugs
not
you.
have that language in my office, young man.
But is it?
What is what?
Is it shaped phallically?
She hits you again.
Hey, I didn't say it that time.
I like this old lady. Also, uh, do you know who gave you this information? Could we have their name?
Oh, I got the information.
Oh, okay. Just saying so. Does anyone else
But
have
I
any
would
other
be
questions?
disappointed if this ship isn't phallically shaped.
She's gonna smack you aside of the head again. You have just like a bunch of bruises on your head.
I was like, I didn't even say anything at the time. You were thinking about it.
Does anyone else have any questions? Because I can't
Who's your
think of
grandson?
anything.
You still don't know the day of when he's leaving.
Oh wait, do
Yeah, I
you
want to
know?
know where our grandson is.
Do you have you like been able to whittle down like the day that he's leaving?
Oh, I didn't tell you last time.
No, ma'am.
Let's see. Go ahead and roll me a d6. Evens, yes. Odds, doesn't remember.
Oh God. We know how this is gonna go. Wow.
All right. Yeah, she does remember.
Even.
It is happening in 3 days.
Oh,
Well,
bad.
shit.
Okay. Thank you so
Wait,
much.
how long
ma'am.
is he going to be out?
You can ask that question.
Forever. Like,
Oh, that's
what?
right. Yeah, he's already planned to die.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you
Other
know where
people are
he'll
going
be
to,
on the course.
and she says, I mean, he's gonna probably move from his house down to the port. Beyond that, it's kind of your job, right?
Oh, so he's not even going to be like out in his boat. He's going to, well, his boat won't be off the port, is what I mean.
Oh no, I've already hired other people who are going to kill him and the guards around. But you need to get in and take the body before someone else can.
Around what time is this happening?
And she kind of shrugs.
She's like, whatever, basically. So, like, what if we could, like, take the body and then hide the body, and then would we
That's
commit
what you're
the
going to
arson?
do.
No, but, like,
I have someone who's like, you need to bring it to the guy with the lead casket,
Okay.
and then ideally take his boat, so that they think he died out on his pleasure cruise.
Okay.
I had assumed that the pleasure cruise would already be out of dock, and then he would, somebody on the inside would kill him, and then we'd have to find a way to get the body back. And
How will you get on this? That's a lot of people to get on a pleasure cruise that aren't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
It seems like it'd just be easier to kill him in town. Like, I don't. Am I wrong?
She's like, you're making this harder than it needs
I
to
wasn't
be.
gonna try and question your methods and who you paid, but that was my thought process.
I needed to pay some pretty expensive people. He's got some good guards on him, but they're the kind that only do the killing. They don't do the cleanup. They're that expensive, right? real professionals. So I needed someone to do the cleanup.
Is is one of them called Baba Yaga?
This this is. I don't know.
I'm surprised you don't know the names of the people that you hired.
I know the name of their organization, but I don't
Ah,
know the names of the individuals.
what was the name of that one guy? Nine Fingers or some shit. The one that we killed.
So, is there anything else any other information you need?
Where's the guy with the lead casket?
Yeah, where's he gonna be sent?
Yeah, she gives you directions to a neighborhood on the underside of the island.
I
How
don't
the
know.
fuck are we gonna get the body there in the first place? Anyways,
The
okay.
area.
That
Oh
is,
yeah, we're gonna
quite honestly,
carry.
your problem.
Yeah, I know that's our problem, but like, yeah, we're just gonna carry a dead body, but like between the three of us, or like however many of us are going to be there, like throughout the entirety of the town. That makes complete like sense. It's not suspicious at all.
Yeah.
We have a bag we can cut it up and put it in.
That that's even more suspicious. What's that
How?
body-shaped bag? That's dripping blood.
Wait, well, body shaped him as a bunch of body parts. Could be anything.
Yes, but
We
it'd also be
saw up
dripping
his
blood.
body.
Yeah, it's meat. Easy.
It'd be dripping blood.
Yeah, it's a fresh meat.
They'll be like, "Can I expect your wear?" The suspicious looks like a human. It's not a human, I promise. It's just the night time. You know, you can't see very well. The shadows are playing tricks on you.
Doesn't sound like anything would go wrong to me.
Okay, we'll figure that out. Anyways. Thank you so much for your help.
She kind of grabs you with both hands by one of your hands and says, "No, thank you for your help. You've been so, so nice. Do come again."
We will try. Take care. And just I'm just gonna wave as I leave.
Yeah, she waves back.
You'll think it'd be a lot
Rip.
easier if we could just eat the body.
Eat the body
Wait,
off.
no, I do have one question. I muted because I had to use the restroom.
Ask the question.
What is the question?
Um, I forgot. Does this body have to be in one piece or not?
All the pieces need to get into the casket at the end.
Okay. So as long as all the pieces get into the casket, so I think here's what we do: we buy a pig, we cut the body into tiny pieces, let the pig eat the body, and then put the pig in the casket and kill the pig. Huzzah!
I like it.
This poor
Overly
pig.
complicated, but that's probably why I like it.
This poor pig.
Technically, would the pieces be digested anyways?
They'd
That
all
was-
still be inside of the casket.
Would they?
Whether it be as meat chunks or literal shit, they are all still in the casket.
Is it gonna be? Why a lead casket, by the way?
Protects against divination.
Oh, okay.
At least that's what she said.
Lead.
When you don't know what divination is.
You're the magic man. How do you not know what divination is?
So divination is a school of magic involved with finding things, essentially, whether they be answers, objects, so on.
Bodies,
Yeah,
specifically
things like
dead bodies.
scrying, find object or locate object, augury,
body.
all that kind of stuff, right? And often
Very
those are
obviously.
negated by a thin sheet of lead or a certain amount of material between you and the target. But in this case, they're opting with the coffin made of lead approach.
Put him in the lead coffin and then just eat him off the side of
That's kind of the plan, yes.
the island. Okay.
Okay. I mean, in that case, wait, can we not just, grab the lead coffin beforehand? From the
If
individual
you
and-
can explain why you're bringing a lead coffin around, you're more than welcome to, but it'll raise questions. There's very few reasons to use a lead container other than to protect against magical scrying, and it will raise eyebrows.
Well, then
Yeah.
go with that answer.
Yes, but people will want to know why, and I don't want those questions raised.
It's
Well, those questions wouldn't be directed towards you. You aren't the one carrying it.
Yes, but even listen, the more there is the chance. Did you hide yourselves as you walked into my office? Like, do I need to spell everything out to you? He's a bit
Yes.
like he's a bit not all there. I understand I'm not all there, right?
He's recently taken some psychic damage. It's
Ah,
They
I
call
see,
me
yes.
the Dud Blood.
That will do it.
yeah, he's still recovering from that one.
I was concussed severely.
Well, if it gets brought, if it gets, if the trail comes back to you, and then from you to me, because I doubt you seem to just kind of be walking in here. It's a pretty easy connection to make.
What's a pretty easy connection?
We walk
Your
into
connection to me,
Oh, wait, what?
you are just walking into my office.
Who the
You're
fuck?
not like,
Who? I am?
oh, not you.
Oh, us.
I was
The
like,
You
party.
spoke, and then I assumed you were in the scene.
I just came back. I was like, excuse me, what the fuck?
Yeah, no, we're talking to the old lady. He said some dumb stuff. And now she's scolding us because he said some dumb stuff.
That sounds about par for every character Big's ever made.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
No one
welcome.
wanted this or needed this big. I promise.
Silent switch.
I will
What did he
smack
say
you
to
in the
piss
head.
her off?
I didn't piss
Well-
her off. I don't think.
Obviously,
He
you
said
did.
he asked her if Jeff Bezos' ship was shaped like a penis first of all,
Yeah,
and
there
then
was
asked her if
that.
it was shaped like a phallic object. And then he was like, "Why don't we just grab the lead coffin?" And she's like, "Everyone would know why you have a lead coffin because it's the only reason why anyone makes a lead coffin is to stop divination." And then
Why do you have a lead box specifically sized to fit like a body?
Well, listen. It just happens that a body, a container sized to fit a body, would also happen to fit a lot of gold in it. A lot
The
of
main
treasure we
point
wanna
is
keep
not
safe.
so much. The main point isn't so much that she thinks they would immediately associate the lead coffin with Jeff Bezos' body. The real problem is that they will associate the coffin with something they want to know what's inside of.
yep,
Well, no. So it would be empty, right, when we got it.
Yes, but nobody would assume it's empty. Or that if it is empty, it will quickly be filled if you're dragging it around town. With something you don't want people to be able to scry on, i.e. something
Yeah.
valuable.
Yeah,
Wait.
exactly. So I explained to them that we are using it as a chest.
yeah. I was like, why can't like one of our characters be like oddly obsessed with death and be like, yeah, no, I keep all my golden stuff and like. Or and like paranoid, so like they're like, I keep all my gold stuff in like lead coffins and chests, so no one can like scry for it to like steal it from me.
It just
I mean, if
happens
you
that a
guys can
coffin is
sell
cheaper
that
than a
lie.
chest.
No, yeah, that's the problem is having to sell that. Why would
The
we pick
problem
the
is
coffin?
not so much having to sell that, it is that you won't have the opportunity to sell that unless you are literally walking with it down the street yelling that as you walk. Right? Like people
just
aren't
like-
going to approach you and ask what's in the chest. People are going to be
What-
like, they have a chest. I'm going to find out what's in that.
Just like
nobody's
loudly discussing. I can't believe we found this on sale, man. I could put all my like stuff in here and like hide it from people. The people that would steal things from me. I don't like it the fact that people would steal things from me. Also, it's a really cool design. I really like things like this, anyways.
Yeah.
Just like discussing this as they're
And
walking.
so then-
down
Then what gets back to, say, the mob boss is, hey, we have some people loudly proclaiming on the street that that they have something to hold their gold in. Do you think this is real? Oh, well, I didn't personally hear it, so I'm not affected by your ability to lie. I'm just going based off of the rumor, and that sounds like bullshit. Off of anyone with a decent amount of intelligence would think that sounds like bullshit.
I mean, I am a druid, so I could just keep all my scrolls in there. I have a lot of scrolls.
I mean, yeah. I'm just saying,
very
like, what you do
scroll-like
with it in real life and what you convince the immediate people around you will not generally affect what people who are expecting schemers and backstabbers to actually do.
No one wants Jurassic scrolls. They don't get to read Jurassic scrolls. They can't read.
You wanna be
truly.
the worst thing? The worst thing is when you lose your keys in your lead-lined fucking coffin. And then you
No,
can't
the-
try
the
on it to
worst
find
thing-
them.
The worst thing, Big, is when you lose your lead keys.
You're so paranoid. You get like a lead key so no one can find them, but then you lose them and you're like, well, shit.
Exactly. Not even the gods can save you now.
Whatever's in there is like, you have to break the lock to get in, or it's just gone for forever.
Oh God, lead keys is a great idea. Never be able to scry. Like, I use locate object to find the keys. Yeah, no, there's no keys in this house. Not a single one. I'm looking at one on the table. It's made of lead.
Now I
Your
wanna make,
spell
like,
does not pick it up.
Now I just want to make an extremely paranoid like character that is just obsessed with like things not being located via divination, and it's like everything is lead,
Okay, but
Wait,
and
then
Alright.
constantly loses things.
could we have a lead-clad ship?
Yeah,
we're not
in theory.
we're not gonna get anything done.
How skyworthy would a lead-clad ship be?
The fact you're
So,
having
I
to
mean, it
ask the-
depends entirely on what you're doing, right? You just need a thin sheet of lead. Now, if you're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to put
sure.
like a
It would have to be,
2-inch
like-
thick sheet of lead, like not even a sheet, at that point it's lead plating, right? That'll get heavy real quick. But if you're just putting like a leaf, like a lead leaf sheet, like I would imagine most wealthy people do this.
Well, no. Then you have to ask, how far does the properties of lead go? Right. Like if your
Like, you
if
want
your
Does lead paint count?
if your flooring
Yeah.
if your flooring goes, let's say your bottom floor is 30 feet high by, I don't know, 40, whatever, right?
Yeah.
How far does it go? How, like, to be considered a container?
I would say as long as it is completely enclosed.
Right, but is there
In
like
lead.
is it like as long as it's in that container within 5 feet? Because like magic it's not like magic is entering from the outside. Magic is sourced at the location. Like
Yeah, no, I would say as long as the location where you've cast the spell is outside of an enclosed area of lead, you can't sense. I would also say it works in reverse. If you are in a lead prison, you can't sense outside of it. Like, you can't scry out of a room that is lead lined.
okay. Anyway, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Sell people on the idea that we are using a lead-lined coffin for storage purposes and not, well, storage of money and not a body.
Huh?
Because people will totally believe that.
I mean, depending on how you roll, the people you talk to may, but then they're going to talk to their neighbors about how, yeah, that weirdo has like a lead-lined box for all his valuables, and it's just going to it's going to get telephoned until
With that, 'cause
until
somebody's gonna
oh
be
my
like,
god,
they're
that
gonna,
goblin has a lead-lined box with a legendary item in it, his most valuable possession.
I'm fine with that. They come to my house in the middle of the night. They don't see a lead lined box. What the fuck are they gonna do? This,
What indeed?
kill me for my fine furs covered in my own blood and the blood of the 10 innocents that I murdered.
Wait, no, technically 12 because you did murder like. Did he murder someone else, or is he going after someone that murdered someone else? I can't remember. I think he murdered
No, no,
someone.
no. So I
For the
did
kid.
end up murdering old what was it, old Timmy, and then
Yeah.
and then the Lionel that I say killed him.
So technically, you murdered 11 people, 11 innocents.
No, that's 12.
Yeah.
Potentially 12. I don't know whether or
Yep.
not I killed old Timmy.
All right. So,
We'll say 11 and a half.
unless there's any pressing things you want to do with the rest of your day, I will say it is the next day, and you all are gathered up. And at this point, it has been, I believe, a week. So, tally up, fuckers. Pay your dues.
We better not ever have to pay for an inn again.
I mean, at the moment we aren't having to because Ciaran's living within the church. I'm living on the ship in the
Yeah,
first
that
mate's
was the
quarters.
chilling on the ship.
You still have to pay half of what you would normally because you still need to eat big, but
I know.
Shouldn't this like? I would think, and this is me just throwing out another idea for consideration. Shouldn't this be more of a like? So sure, we have to buy food and stuff, but why are we buying rations at that point?
your rations are for when you're not in town.
Right. So, but we're still gonna have the same living space out of town, so we're gonna have to like pay for that, even though we own the ship.
No. So the reason why I'm
But those of you who are staying on the ship, yeah, you're not paying for housing when you're on the ship. Hence why you get half off of your cost.
No, god dang.
Alrighty.
somebody has to go into
So did I like?
the ship bank and pay for me.
Alien, I wouldn't worry about it for your character.
What?
I would say they're reasonably established enough in the city to not need to stay out of hotels all the time.
Yeah. But beside that, like, what happened with me and the captain thing?
So, you did manage to, and it wasn't too difficult to find exactly where he is located. You do find an office that's been, a kind of barracks office mix that is currently being used to house the upper echelons of the guard. And there is the captain you're looking for is a burly fucking elf. Stands probably mid 6 feet,
User joined your channel.
but is just ripped to all hell.
Sorry.
And he I would say you don't necessarily like, I don't know, are you, I'll say with your investigation check you can do one of two things. You could have attempted to just watch him as he goes about his day, or you could try and prepare for following him. If you don't prepare for following him, I would say you have disadvantage on the stealth checks for when you do attempt to.
I'll prepare.
Okay. So yeah, you find him, and once you know where he's leaving from, you kind of do a circuit through the area, so that you know kind of general areas that you could follow him from, regardless of what direction he takes when he leaves. But that takes pretty much the entirety of the day to do, and he's left by the time you have that prepared. So you can attempt to do so the next day.
Sure.
But that is what you do on the first day.
All right, then that's what I'll do the next day.
All right. You do know he probably won't. He was there for the entirety of the day, so you do have the day if you would like to do something, and then go do that at the end.
Can I like look in a window, or I don't know,
And try and watch him.
like see what he's doing, or like, is there a window close enough to his office that I could like take up reading and listen very intently?
Okay. So how close are you getting?
I mean, it depends on how close that window would be, right? You see what I'm saying?
Are you? Well, I'm asking like, because you could probably get like, you might miss details. For example, you're probably not going to be like lip reading from this distance, but you could get on like a building nearby and try and spy through the window there, or you can like try and climb a nearby tree or something and get a little closer that way. You're not going to be. It is broad daylight, so you're not. I mean, far be it for me to tell you you can't. But you being experienced with stealth would know it is a bad idea to try and climb the wall in the middle of the day when everyone's still there.
Or like maybe I get a coffee and I slip in and I take it to the
Okay.
take it to a secretary, and then I'm in like the compound or so.
Okay. Okay.
And then I spend the rest of my time in El Courtyardo or something, trying to listen to, I don't know, just where I can get any kind of useful information, mostly.
Got it. Go ahead and give me. You're sneaking in under the guise. Give me a charisma stealth. Let's start with that.
Stealth.
You try and schmooze your way in, essentially.
Okay. 23.
Yeah, you very convincingly play the role of coffee girl as you leave. Yeah, this is a temporary character. I'm not going to make you burn gold. Otherwise, it'd be kind of funny. It'd be like, yeah, spend about 5 silver on everyone's coffee. But
Right.
you go and you buy some coffee, and make your way in. You stop by some of the more, just like you drop some off at the front desk, who looks up at you confused, like, oh, well, I guess they got a new person, as you manage to play it off,
Right.
and then make your way with your other cups through kind of the office spaces, bringing people cups of coffee who all, again, they look at you like, huh? Oh, fuck, I guess we got a new person. I'm not going to complain. And eventually, once you've done that circuit, and some of the people at least know your face, who are you trying to like? There's an outdoor area where some of the guards are practicing. There's the people inside who are doing kind of pencil pushing work. Um,
I mean,
there's
the captain. I mean, let's go big, right? The captain himself has to have a window. Does it open up
yes,
onto the courtyard? I'm guessing.
it does.
I'm
It is on the
imagining it's
third
like
floor.
I'm imagining it's like a rat house, which is not like RATHAUS, like ye old medieval police station. Third
So
floor.
it is. Yeah, it is on the third floor of this building.
Is there any? Does he have a balcony?
Okay. Evens, yes. Odds, no. No, he does not.
Is there like a lobby on that floor?
On the third floor?
Yeah.
Yeah. There. It's more like there's not so much a lobby. It is a collection of offices. There appears to be kind of like a break room for the officers there.
Okay. I'll just
You
kind
look
of.
around. There's like a personal gym set up, and
Then rather than go to the third floor and risk exposing myself, I'll just go to like I said, a courtyard and listen, or like the first floor, like not staying. No, I can't just stay in a waiting room because then people will be like, "Why are you just in the waiting room?" So yeah, like the. Any kind of courtyard where people will be like, oh, it's just a person kind of reading a book on break.
okay. Alrighty.
Or-
Yeah, you.
Or better
Or-
yet, if I can steal some like case files and just look through a manila folder.
I'll say with that stealth check, you can buy yourself like
Like
enough
just
time
a folder
to look
and
through
some
like
paper.
yeah, just a folder with blank paper, and the folder says paper on it.
Yep.
It's the paper folder. But
are
no,
you
you
looking at?
can. I'll say with your. Let's see, with your 23, you could convincingly buy yourself enough time to go through like one roll's worth of checking around
Okay.
in the folders. So it would be an investigation check.
Yeah. My
Ooh.
investigations.
You
aren't-
do find the paper folder.
It's a paper folder.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. But no, you do not find any strangeness in the folder room.
Okay. Well, like I said, I was just reading that out in the courtyard
Okay,
and listening.
got it.
Yeah.
One more perception check to see what you hear.
I hear someone be like, "Yeah, there's a stupid goblin."
So, listening around, you hear. Well, you hear everything from like the kind of bitching and moaning of all that they have to do during the siege. You hear a quick thing about they're still looking for a murderer who killed 10 people out in the residential area. You hear you hear a bit of let's see. You hear a kind of a bit of a snippet about how The guard captain's been cutting down patrols on the underside. Though they're more like, oh yeah, it's probably for the siege. The people you overhear it from is like, we don't have time to be watching those types. They handle themselves pretty well most of the time. Beyond that, is mostly what you hear.
Oh, fuck. I could try and be ballsy here. Be like, oh yeah, you know, I was just coming down to you know, that patrol that was near the woodsman shack or whatever the fuck we're burning down in a few days? Yeah, that one's supposed to be reallocated down just to make sure it's not too barren down there.
So you're going to try and send patrols to the area you're going to commit arson in?
No, away.
Okay.
Back towards the area where... Oh, that's the area. It's id. Okay. I thought that it was the other way around. I see.
Who do what?
So the place that it's moving away from is the area with the the woodman's area. That's where... that's because...
No, people have just been talking about how it's not necessarily weird so much as just unusual that patrols are being removed from the underside. Mostly because, like, that is where spies and saboteurs tend to get in from.
Right, but
so
is that also where the woodsman stuff is? Like, that we're...
No.
Okay. See, what I was saying is, what the theory was, try and send a guard patrol that was near the carpenter's village thing down to the underside, just to make sure that it's not too unprotected.
Yeah, that would be a very difficult persuasion check
that's
to
why
make.
yeah.
Without any kind of recognition from any of the people here.
Yeah,
You're talking like 30 and up of just like, you have to go off of raw charisma to get people to do that.
Yeah, that was why I was like, I don't think so. But what's an idea? Okay. Does he leave?
Yes, eventually he does leave.
Right.
How close do you tail him? That will determine... how close you tail him will determine both how easy it is to follow him, but also how easy it is for him to see you.
At a medium distance.
Okay. So I would put that at probably... I would say close is probably like 30 feet.
I know.
Medium's probably like 60.
I know roughly where he's going anyway, so...
Yeah. So, I'll put you at 60 feet out. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
Alright. Everything else has been trash. Let's see how this goes. Yep. It's stealth. That's the only thing I can do.
Alright. So, you follow him very, very confident that you are sneaking at an exceptional level.
Very sneaky.
Yeah, you're like melting into the puddles of darkness and everything. It's great.
Yeah, dude.
And as you follow him, he paths through the city, eventually stopping at... And this is like... Keep in mind, this is late. Like, well past dark, probably into like 11 or 12 at night. But he does eventually path back home. And you see his residence. It is a... You wouldn't say it's like palatial, but it's a nice town. It is like a nice townhouse in this kind of upper crust area. and he enters in, and you see the light kind of come on inside as like a candle is lit.
It's not
Go ahead and
already.
give me a
It's not already.
What's that?
There's no lights already.
At midnight.
Okay. Okay.
No, there were not lights lit up at midnight. Ooh. What are with your fucking? When you get a nat 20, you get both nat 20s. Weird. But what's weirder is that, well, his isn't the only shadow. You see two other shadows, judging from the outline, his wife and child. But you see them kind of like speak, just kind of outlined shadows along on the window. The windows are covered with curtains, but you see the three of them appear to be talking a bit.
At midnight? Why is this? How old is this child?
Judging from the outline, like you put them at pretty young, and that's what's weird about it.
All the vampires. It's all vampires. House full of vampires.
But yes, that does stick out as strange to you.
Okay, can I creep in closer to the window?
You're about 60 feet away from the house. How close are you getting? The streets are mostly empty. Like there's a patrol that comes by every probably 15 minutes or so, so you could sneak in between that. But how close do you get?
Close enough to hear.
Okay. So you get close and close. Give me one more stealth check as you close in and have to reevaluate how you go about this.
Yes.
Oh man, your rolls are coming in clutch. All right. You get close to the window. Close enough to hear, like at this point you're scaling this is on the second floor, right? And you are close enough to you're close enough to hear any conversations going on. There is none. There are just three people facing each other as best you can tell from seeing the shadows on the other side of the curtain, all just kind of watching each other, not saying a word.
What the fuck is
Sketch. Sketch.
I'm gonna do the white people move. And I'm gonna like peek in the window. Just
the window, like there's curtains in the way, and the window, like, do you have lockpicking tools on you?
Oh, you
the
do.
window
Right,
is
I
locked.
do.
Okay, go ahead and give me. Let's put it this way. You can spend. Twice as long as this would normally take to guarantee your 10, but you don't roll. Or you can spend 10 times as long, which would take about 10 minutes to do, to guarantee you succeed. Like nat 20.
So here's what I'm gonna do. There's a floor above this, right? So it's first, second,
Yes.
third floor. I want to go to the floor above. So I can make less, and then I will try.
Okay. I would say give me an acrobatics check as well at this point. You are well into just rock climbing this wall.
I'm a raccoon, dude.
Do you have a climbing speed?
Nope, but I got acrobatics.
Yeah, you do. All right. Yeah. You make your way up the wall, up to the third floor. What do you do?
I will try and lockpick my way into a room there, and then kind of try and move through the house to see if I can hear anything or see anything or whatever. Like after I ascertain there's not like a room full of vampires or zombies or something in the room that I just fucking snuck in.
So, you walk in. So how long are you taking to unlock this, by the way?
What was the?
Are you
the
taking
rules
the
for
10
it?
minutes, or it'll take a minute to unlock it normally, 2 minutes if you want to guarantee a 10, and then 10 minutes if you want to guarantee a nat 20.
We'll do. 10.
I would actually say 5 minutes to guarantee a 10 rather than 2.
We'll do 10. I'll take the guarantee if I can.
Okay.
Like I said, I'm trying not to fuck this up.
Yeah, and this is just you. This is you trying not to fuck this up. You are being incredibly careful. Like, if a tumbler so much as twitches wrong, you just reset the whole thing, go back to and start over. And you enter in through the window into what looks to be a bedroom. And as you step down, testing the ground for like planks that'll creak, you make your way in with not a sound. Give me a perception check.
Okay. I don't get to keep my other perception check. That's not like how on edge I am, you know.
You're looking for two different things. And like this one is, that one was like specifically for listening to people. This is for just a general awareness of your surroundings as you enter. Like anytime you're taking a change in how you're using it, I would ask for another roll.
Fine. Big money, no whammies? No. That's why I should have kept it, like...
Why do you only roll the same roll? I feel like that's...
it's not really. There's a 22.
No, it feels like it's coming up a lot, and because I'm seeing like the 6-6 intelligence, the 22, and the 4-4. But as you touch down, you step into the room. Don't immediately notice anything weird. After you take a couple of steps in, you do notice something. The room looks to be not like shambles, but just as if it's not been used. And this is like the master bedroom, right? It looks disused, not neglected, but just as if nobody's been in there for a while. And the dust that is built up on the ground is disturbed by your footprints.
Shit. Even with my fucking 22 stealth?
Yes, like the physics still exist, my man. You walked in the room.
Oh, shit.
Nobody's heard you, but like your boots don't have magical properties that erase your tracks or anything.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be sus.
That is what we be doing right here. We're like very much like...
Now, what this does mean, as you now get a closer look at the room, nobody else's footprints are in here either. You gather as long as you leave and nobody suspects you are here, nobody will probably see yours.
Okay, alright. I still need to figure out why they're fucking Doctor Whoing it out here. So I will make my way to the hallway.
Yeah, you reach the door of the bedroom and you pull out a little bit of oil and oil the hinges on the door so that it doesn't creak as you pry it open, unlocking it. Look outside. Doesn't look to be anyone immediately. And as you make your way through the... Do you have dark vision, by
I
the way?
do.
Nice. Yeah, as you make your way through the pitch black hallway, no lighting, you walk down the steps, again, like walking on the outsides of the steps so that they don't, so the steps don't creak. You're walking on the more like structurally stable parts of them, and just making your way down ever so slowly, you reach the second floor. Where do you go from? Like, are you
Do
trying
I
to
see the
get to the
candle?
room where they are? It appears to be in a room. You see, like, the flickering of the candle from underneath the door.
Can I like? I'm gonna get murdered. Can I? Is there still dust on the floor here?
This part, there's not, like, there's regular footprints through this part.
Okay, so matching my footprints to theirs, I want to get to like the thing and try and like peep through a keyhole. And do I see them all doing the like, oh dude, they're all doing the I Am Legend like hyperventilating zombie thing? You know what I'm talking about?
They're not doing that, but it is near equally unnerving as you look in and they are all just staring at each other. You see them like making facial expressions as if they are having a conversation, but none of them are speaking.
Is there anything in the room with them?
In the room with them, like what specifically? There's nothing that immediately
Is there,
jumps
like,
out
a
as
wizard
weird,
in the
like a
corner
skull
going-
floating up in the sky
It's
with.
like a wizard in the corner going Baba Booey, like what? Like
No, it is a family of elves. It is a family of elves who are all seated on at what looks to be a dinner table. And they are all just wordlessly staring at each other.
what are they eating?
I called magic.
What are they eating?
They aren't.
Oh, they're just staring at each other. So this man, you're telling me this man worked like a fucking 18-hour shift, and he came home and he's making weird faces at his friends or at his
Yeah.
family.
And as you kind of look in for a second, whatever communication they're having looks to have ended as they all stand up and begin making their way for the door.
Okay, so I will deftly, retracing the steps again, retreat to the stairs and
All right.
partially up.
All right. I would say, why make you re-roll?
You've already made me roll for this one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times
Yeah,
for 5 minutes.
because that's what it needed.
For 5 minutes. So not unironically here. All right, allow me to plead my case.
No,
You said you would have me re-roll if it was different. Nothing
No.
has changed.
that's why I'm thinking. The only thing that's changed is the speed you can move, because they are walking. You are crouched, fucking prowling through this area, but it's not fast.
Okay.
Right? Like, that's the only thing going through my head is you have to move out of here. As they're, like, getting to the door and just walking, right? I will say give me one more stealth check at advantage.
Oh god, this is gonna suck.
And this is when he
fuck.
fails.
12.
12. All right. Let me
Better than-
see.
Better than a 10. So none of that.
Better than a 10 and one better than their passive perception.
All right. Dead people don't have good reception or perception.
So, as you messily, like, at least form-wise, messily place your feet down in the retracing your steps back up the stairs, you see the candle is put out in the room, and they open the door as you're about to leave, and you see the like as you're about to get up to the top, you see the husband and the wife. At this point, how far does your dark vision see?
60 feet, I believe.
60 feet. you see, um, well, let's put it this way. Do you stay and risk them possibly looking left or right and seeing you? Or
Like I
do you
said,
just get the fuck out?
I
Like,
go,
do
I
you peek
go,
around a corner
I
to
go.
try and see them at risk of possibly revealing yourself?
Do I get to roll a different stealth check?
This, I would say, sure, you may roll one more stealth check, but you're committed uh, to what you get. It would be a straight stealth.
What do you think, Big Amethyst? Well, Big would do it because Big does everything stupid. So
Sometimes it works.
Look at how many nat 20s you've already rolled. And one knows when's D&D luck always ends up coming to an end. Because me,
Yeah, it's fair. You've only rolled 20s. You haven't rolled any ones yet.
all right, so we're committing. Let's go.
wasn't
Big
saying
boys
that, but
commit.
Just a little bit, kind of like poking out, like, hello.
All right. Let's put it this way. You can either. I'll give you advantage if you want to take disadvantage on the perception check. As you only peek out barely enough to get like half an eyeball out.
But like these fuckers aren't saying anything though. That's the problem. Shit. I tell you what. My perception isn't the greatest. We're gonna just take it. Let's take it raw.
All right.
Let's see.
I'm into stealth and perception.
Oh, they.
Ooh.
I should have taken an advantage.
That one we were talking about.
Hey, this happens, and I don't see shit either.
I would say because you like that nat one means you didn't like you weren't hiding enough to have needed to make a perception to begin with. You just see it.
Okay. What do I see?
You see first a man and a woman walk out of the room, and then a third woman walk out.
Excuse me?
A third fully grown woman walk out. The child is nowhere to be seen. And as the three of them look up as they hear you, you finally step somewhere where the floorboards creak. None of the faces are recognizable. Like, they're not mangled, but they are different people.
I got magic.
And they fucking bolt.
I'm running.
Yeah. Give me an initiative check.
Shit. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, boy.
Let me see. What do I have here? Okay, alright.
All right. One of them does go. Actually, no. One of them does not go after. Wait, do you have your initiative set to roll from your dex or from your intelligence? I feel like you would have more than no dex.
I do have. I have 5 decks.
Go to options, and on the bottom left, there's like a bunch of checked boxes. And there's something that says roll with intelligence. Uncheck that.
Oh. I forgot about that. Do I roll again, or we oh, it's 3 extra decks to that.
No, I will allow you to re-roll.
Alright.
Ooh.
Right.
Alright.
One of them still beats you.
Right.
Suck it, changeling bitch.
And as the you see the one of them snaps back into the form of the guard captain. the other into the wife, and the final one contorts its body into the form of the child. And you hear the guard captain, as he runs after you, yells, "Thief!" And just like you see him point a finger out the window, and a bolt of fire shoots over your shoulder, not trying to hit you, but just over your shoulder as a flare as you jump out the window.
Let's fucking run. All right.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, what are you doing to get away?
So I'm gonna, since I'm already on the
Use those ball
stairs,
bearings.
yeah, trust me, I am. I'm gonna, I'm going to, I'm gonna throw my bag of ball bearings down on the ground.
Okay.
And then since I'm already
As you land, give me an acrobatics check to see if you tuck and roll out of the landing.
landing for what?
You jumped out of the third floor window, unless you tried to run past them.
I'm on the stairs. I was just gonna go down the other side.
Oh, okay, got it.
So I was
Never
gonna
mind.
drop the ball bearings there, and then
Down the stairs.
down,
Okay.
and then like run down the stairs and out the door.
Okay. So you're going to drop the ball bearings into the path you're running into, and then try and run past them.
Okay, well maybe I'm running. No, maybe I'm dropping them as I'm running past. And also, fuck a front
Okay.
door. That'll be locked. I'm going out a window.
Okay, which window?
I don't know. Just whatever room is conjoining the front door. I know I would have seen there's windows, right?
Okay,
And I'm just like,
okay.
instead of sprinting out the door, I'm sprinting out a window.
Okay, they're all going to try and grab you as you pass.
Suck it, nerds! And I will take my bonus, or my cunning action, to disengage. Go fuck yourself.
Nice.
So, with that, I can also dash still, right? Because
All right.
that was my cunning action, so I will also
Well,
dash.
you used your action to drop the marbles. Yes.
That's an action?
Would it? What else would it be?
I suppose. Sure. Yeah, sure. I will then, so then it will be drop marbles while running, out the window, ball bearings down though, and the disengage says, screw you guys.
All right. And then the one with Sentinel.
You throw
No,
ball bearings.
What?
the one with
Throw ball bearings
Sentinel.
on a floor. That would be great. As you run into them, just pow.
Right. What's
No.
the DC for ball bearings? They're gonna try and chase you. It's a DC 10 deck save.
Throw the
I
ball
want-
bearings.
I want this shit to look like a Looney Tunes cartoon.
It's looking like a Home Alone skit.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like.
Throw
Yeah.
the ball bearings on top of the broken glass, so they fall face first onto shards of glass.
So, yeah, you rush and jump out of a window. Give me an acrobatics check.
It's the first floor window.
Okay, first floor window. Never mind then. I thought you were going for second floor.
Nope.
Yeah, I would say with 30 feet, you just barely make it out the window.
I'm in some hedges or
I
something.
won't make you roll to see if you bounce off the window. That would be funny.
That would be. I'm not gonna lie.
Just thunk.
Thunk.
Um,
Like, who put bulletproof glass in my fantasy world?
You jump through. Only it's the lowest. It's the ground floor window, so they have bars on them.
So he smashes through just to hit the bars.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So the three of them are gonna fucking roll down, and chase you. The two of them, the wife and the daughter, stay put, while the guard captain leaps out after you. By the time he gets to you, he has no action with which to grab you, but he has definitely caught up.
Alright. Is it my go again?
Yep.
Bonus action, disengage, run, cunning action, dash.
All right. At this point, we are in chase scene. Managed to make it out of the house.
And
Um,
I'm gonna, because you made me take all that time for preparation, I surely would have prepared an escape route.
yeah. So you do know where you're going. Do you have a destination in mind?
At the moment, I want to move away from where I would normally be. So wherever the kind of the opposite of because like I don't want to run straight to the guys and be like, guys, there's guards after me, right? Like I want to lose them and then progress back away. Yeah, you know, does that make sense? I just don't have city layout map here.
Yes, yes. I'm just like, where roughly are you attempting to run to?
Away.
All right. Any areas you're specifically avoiding?
Guard Captain Central.
All right. The panic is setting in, and the only thing rushing through your mind is leave, 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 leave.
Like I said, not running back to where the party is, not running into guards, but generally the best option otherwise than that.
All right. So, yeah, you haul ass through the town, making your way through back alleys. Go ahead and give me another stealth check
Okay.
as you try and lose the guards.
There we go.
Wow.
That's what I
That is
needed
one-
back in the
That
fucking
is
house.
one success.
I rolled a 21 as the advantage. I should have fucking. Oh well.
All right. And as you run breakneck through this area, you lose the immediate patrol of guards that was on its way, though the alert has been raised in the nearby area. So there's still danger, and you're still escaping. What else are you trying to do
Well, I
to help them lose your trail? You have one success of 3.
so I will continue to put a little bit of distance between myself and them, and change out of the dark clothes with a hood into the like leather armor that I have.
Okay.
And kind of like tuck my tail in, as it were.
All right. All right. Let's see. Let me open up something here. Do you have proficiency with the disguise kit?
A disguise kit? No, but I'm not using a disguise kit.
No, but I'm trying to think of what to have you roll. I don't want this to be a stealth off. Say give me a performance check.
Okay.
Good. That is 2 successes. And as you feel mostly out of the range of these people at this point, you're still dodging the odd patrol, trying to. At this point, you're on the home stretch of wherever you're trying to get to at the now, and you are attempting to avoid being seen as you get there, or avoid raising suspicion would be the best way to put it, as you make your way to wherever you are trying to go.
Okay.
So, how are you doing so?
Is there a crowd?
This late at night? No. Though there are the occasional, like, I would say this is late enough that, like, the bars are closing. So there's drunks. Drunks and people preying upon them that are still out.
Okay. And people preying upon them?
Like pickpockets and people who are going to get mugged in the inside alleys and shit.
Then I will find a particularly like drunken area and kind of look like a drunken man out of business who was a was an out of towner that just doesn't, can't do anything now with the siege. So
All right.
blowing my money away, just kind of sit up against a tavern until the issue dies down, and then I can make my way back.
Okay. I will say, go ahead and give me a perception check for this one.
Fuck you, Blight. Yeah, that's why.
Your act is so convincing that one of the local pickpockets does target you and make off with your money.
Oh.
By the time you notice it, it is well too late to give chase. But yeah, they're well gone.
I'll remember this
But-
tavern.
But you appear to have made it out.
All of my money or just some of it?
I mean, I would whatever you keep on your person, unless you keep it squirreled away in multiple pouches.
I would think you
I would just say
I would just say because
whatever,
it's hard to lift an entire bag, but a few coins out of a bag.
yeah, it depends on how much you carry and how you carry it, right?
I think.
What-
I don't think.
I would
Lex
say
carry...
go ahead and they take about a fourth of your money. Would
Okay.
be a reasonable expectation for like what you keep pocket change wise.
Okay.
Assuming you aren't carrying like hundreds and hundreds of gold.
Yeah, that's not what I would do. Okay.
All right, but you do manage. At that point, you are far enough out that all you had to do was make it past there, and you are out. Now, for the rest of the group, apologies for having you wait so long.
Sorry, guys.
But
That evolved into
You-
more than I thought. I thought it would just be like, okay, honey, they have our child. Not hyperventilating at each other shapeshifters.
the rest of the group, what are you doing that day?
Well, we went to go talk to the lady. That took about half a day. It's a half day thing. Where are we talking about the next day?
So the day after you talk to that lady.
Okay.
This would be 2 days to arson, 2 days to assassination.
Yeah.
Weren't we planning to do the experiment today?
We can, like, say we probably just wait outside and see if, Lex shows up. Right? That's her name? No.
Yes, her name is Lex.
Alright.
But-
We'll give Lex an hour or two while we wait there, or after we get there, and then to see if she pops up, because I assume she didn't get back to the ship last night, or did she?
This
Or-
is the
no,
night
she
that
probably
she's
has her
doing
own.
this. This is the day
Ah.
she's kind of scouting out, and then later that night she goes and gets into this.
Okay.
Does that change your plans at all, or still the same?
Oh no, if we don't really
Do you guys think we can handle two golems?
depends on golems.
Well, the golems that, from what I can tell, from what you said, change their crystal type in order to achieve their ultimate goal of whatever they're ordered to do.
So it is more
Being
like
able to-
all crystal creatures have the same goal, as best as anyone's been able to tell. It is just their type is picked based on what they need to do at the moment they turn to achieve that goal.
Oh. So as soon as they're activated, they'll pick a crystal type in that
Yes.
moment?
In that moment, that best suits what they need.
It's gonna be a game of cat and mouse because we don't want to get hit, but we can't hit them technically speaking. So
You can
We
hit
can't
them,
even
just
try.
don't destroy them.
Well, it's not like we can't even like go and try and like disable them though.
I mean, technically, I could probably do shape water and just form giant squares of ice around them. But I don't know how long the ice would last.
With
Also,
how
it's a lot
shaped
of
water
water.
works, you would need to do so beforehand, and you would be
Yeah.
at the same conundrum of not wanting them to be teleporters when they start out.
Yeah. See, we gotta hope they're not teleporters. You know?
Mm,
What's the likelihood that they're teleporters?
If they're fully restrained, very.
Oh, damn
What if we tie their shoelaces together?
it. Tie the golems
Oh,
dimensional
God.
shoelaces together.
What if we tie their, what is it? Tie their gear chains together?
Could I
Or
cast
what if-
Entangle on them?
Yeah.
Would that work?
I mean, the spell would work. Yeah, you don't want them restrained before they're activated.
Yeah. But like after they're activated, I can just go ahead and like restrain them?
Yep.
Question mark? Okay, cool.
I mean, I don't have any means of restraining. That's all you. Aside
Besides
from like
whacking.
physically grappling them.
Yeah, same.
Actually, I don't even think that would be possible because most golems are large creatures, right?
The ones she describes are medium.
Okay, great. I can grapple them then.
Alright. Kind of plan.
So are you guys doing that today?
Sure. I don't mind.
Sure.
It's up to them.
All right. Then, as you are all led down into the basement, basement
Like,
being
oh, I acquired a third one. You did what?
Oh wait, I just remembered. I wouldn't have. Well, we wouldn't have been able to sleep on the ship because I'm assuming we told the crew members to go and take the ship for a week.
Did you do that now?
We
You
can
know,
do that
we'll
now,
just-
and
we'll-
then
yeah, we'll just do that when we leave. It's like, hey, take the ship down for a week, bring it back up. Well, in a
consider this a
week.
mini vacation.
All right.
Sort of, even though they're in the severely more danger, or significantly more danger on the ground.
Shh.
So
Don't tell them that.
you have two golems set in the back portion of the room. They appear to be nimbler than you would normally expect golems to be.
Where are the stairs?
There.
You guys are entering in, like, the stairs are on the other side of a door that is right here.
Okay. As long as they don't become obsidian, I will not be scarred again.
Look at these dudes.
Hey, get on here. I'm not about to be the only one fighting these things.
I think I'm
Imagine.
pretty gone at the moment, right? This is like when I'm tailing the guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wasn't beating you. I was talking to the other two.
Oh shit, I saw a picture.
My thingy's not popping up.
There you go, napkin.
No. Wait, do I get advantage? Hold up. I don't know if I get that yet.
Napkin, look.
No, I
I
don't.
wanna see my character sheet, fuckers. Okay, I'm gonna have to like close out.
Who brought Bill the Immortal out?
This is where
Get Bill out of here. Don't bring him into this. Let the dead rest.
he's not dead.
He's not dead.
He's dead.
He's not dead.
He's immortal.
He's dead.
Stop.
He clearly just ascended to another plane of being, you see?
He's like, we'll be in like in another plane at some point, and then there'll be like a talking donkey that comes up to us, and we'll be like, "Hey, how are you?" And it's like, "Hi, my name's Bill. I was your donkey at one point."
Actually, that's right. I have to roll initiative too.
And this is my new friend Ogre. His name is Shrek.
I would crossing the Lord
And
of
this
the
is my
Rings.
wife,
Crossing the Lord of the Rings
the
fucking
dragon.
Shrek universe. All right. I'm not sure Blight will let us be that cursed.
And this is my wife, of course. These are my children. As you can see, they are half dragon. Don't ask how that works.
Ah, I'm always last, guys. I have really shit rolls lately, and it's very sad.
Gun you can just throw down for me for right now until I get a picture.
Yeah, you can still drag your dude onto the
There isn't one. That's the issue.
Well, yeah, you just get given the.
Oh, I don't even see that. What the fuck?
You don't?
No, that's in bio and info, right?
Oh no, that's just the default. If you don't have a picture, that's what pops up.
Oh, okay. Oh, so what? I can just.
You could just click on it and give yourself an initiative that way.
Yeah. You just have to make sure that you have your token highlighted before you roll for initiative. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Well, the left one is the first to move. As well, I will say you guys are ready for this. So you do. I would say you have you have them surprised. So, Itcher, you see the runic inscriptions come alive on this creature and this construct. And in the center of its chest is a floating gem that begins to become colored. This one,
Please don't teleporting. Please don't teleporting. Please
That'd
don't
be
teleporting.
funny. Teleports behind you. Oh my, oh more.
it becomes a floating pearl in the center of its chest.
The fuck is a pearl one? Do we fix pearl? Do we fix that pearl? What the fuck is pearl?
You guys have dealt with them enough. Pearls not tend. Pearls have magic involving transmutation.
Sexy.
Ah. Oh,
We
fuck.
aren't going around fusing dogs and little girls. We're fine.
That's the best kind of
Listen.
transmutation, dude.
As long as they can't
you
teleport.
And you see it like turn towards the wall, and the
it
wall
says-
begins to like melt away in front of them.
And it says Edward.
So
Yeah.
it is attempting to melt into this wall when it begins.
I can't do anything because I'm last again.
Well, you're gonna get a
Surprise
turn first. This is just what it's immediately like as it comes online. What it's doing.
Oh.
The second one has a it comes alive with a sapphire in the center of it.
What do sapphires do again?
Abjuration, generally some kind of extra protection.
Ah.
And you see frost start to build up on it and form a kind of armor.
Respectable.
All right. So, Itcher, you go.
Does it look... Well, question. Like, does it look like the one going into the wall is trying to escape, or it's just trying to, like, attack you through the wall?
It is trying to walk through the wall. That is all you know.
Is there a basin of water in here? Oh no, because they just transmutate through the ice. God damn it.
Well, I guess for right now, I'm just going to dash up to it and use the dodge action for right now.
Right.
Walk up to it, smack it in the back of the head. Bad goal.
Can you dodge and dash in the same turn somehow?
No, no,
Well,
you can't.
he just moved up. I assume.
Yeah.
Oh well, that's 45 movement. You may have needed to
I would've had
dash.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forget I
Um,
can't dash and dodge.
you know. Siak.
Damn it. How much feet do I move? Not enough.
Not enough. Aw.
If only it hadn't moved.
Mm,
Oh yeah, Josh, do
Yeah.
you have your strength bonus that you're applying to your movement?
I don't think so.
So you should have 35 movement. I give you bonuses of 5 at 15 and 20 strength.
Oh, cool, cool. So it wouldn't have been enough to get there without a dash, but
Best to know what your movement is.
I mean, I guess I may as well.
All right.
And I'll
Are you-
grapple the fucker.
All right. Go ahead and give me an athletics check.
Oh, wait. First, I rage, and then
Oh.
I grapple.
Probably a good idea.
As
He
retics.
dances.
Oh, you do manage to beat the 20 it rolled.
Haha.
All right. So yeah, as it tries to dodge out of the way, you just step in even closer and grab onto like this piece of metal bar that is on its leg and just pull it towards you. The ground squeaking as its feet drag over it. Its turn. It likes that not at all. Uh,
Hey,
and
wait,
is
no, it
going-
doesn't get a turn. Surprise round.
Oh, surprise round. True. Yep. Cecilia.
Can I cast Entangle?
Yeah.
Just, like, put vines on. Wait.
Is it
Does
single
Entangle have
target?
a single target or is it a radius?
Checky. Sprout from the ground in a 20-foot square starting from a point within range. For duration, these plants turn the ground into an area difficult terrain. A creature in the area, when you cast the spell, must succeed a strength saving throw or be restrained by the entangling plants until spell ends. A creature restrained by the plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spell save DC. On its success, it frees itself. When the spell ends, the conjured plants will wilt away.
All right. So yeah, go ahead and cast the spell so it pops up in the chat here. And where are you centering the 20-foot square?
No, I have to make sure that no one else is getting hit by it.
There's,
I mean,
as far as
I'm
I could
okay
tell,
with that.
way to hit both of these without also hitting at least Itcher.
That's
But
fine
you
by
can-
me.
Big's like, I'm not getting hit.
But I don't want to fuck over
Well,
itchy,
no, like
so I'm just
if you wanna try and just get this one, I don't mind. I mean, the one that Itchy's on is the only one that's getting away at the moment.
I know, and that's the one trying to melt through the wall.
Yeah.
I would try to do shape water and just like form like ice in front of it so it can't go through the wall, but then it just transmutate through the ice as well. So that doesn't really work either. And I have only so many spells. I don't
If
want
it
to trap
transmutes through a grapple. Just passes through you.
Oh, ew. Can you imagine how nasty that feels?
Just
Transmutes
absolutely
me into
awful.
puddle of flesh.
Not even big, just like it passes through you as if you're water.
Wow, that'd be an uncomfortable experience.
Yeah,
Would
I
putting
bet.
ice in front of him like hinder it or like stop
As
him?
far as you know, it has only shown the ability to control Earth. You don't know if it has other abilities.
Is there water in here? Is there like a tub of
Uh,
water?
you could have easily had that prepared. Sure.
There's
Yeah.
also ice on the one that I'm grappling.
I mean, that is true. Alright, cool. I don't know. Is it being stupid again? It's being stupid. I did it again. God damn it. Let me find shape. Do I have shape water in my spell things? Of course I do. Why? Because this wasn't a problem before.
So I will say, you can only move water up to a 5-foot distance. So
Yeah,
you
I'm gonna
probably
have to
need to like drag the. I don't know where would you have reasonably said you put the tub of water?
I have no idea. I could have literally just put it anywhere.
So I'll say I will roll a d4 to see what wall you put it up against. 1 being the top, 2 being right, so on and so forth.
Okay.
You put it against the left wall, and I will do that to figure out where on the left wall. Okay, so about mid left wall.
Oh, that's gonna be unfortunate.
Right. Oops. Right about here is the tub of water.
And it's not 5 feet. I guarantee it.
You could move the tub if you wanted to try to do that, but with shaped water, it would take a bit.
God dang it. Good butt cheeks.
Just go with the vines.
But I'd hit Itcher.
It's better to stop the thing than.
Well, of course, he can roll to get out of it as well.
They both can.
It's gonna do the weird thing where it's not gonna actually cast a spell. I guarantee it. Whee. It's gonna be like, you clicked on it. No, thank you.
What do you mean by it doesn't actually cast a spell?
When I click on the spell and the thingy, it doesn't cast the spell. It just puts the information like it did for Shape Water.
Well, yeah, but casting it like it's mostly like a bit
It
of
won't
an
like
in-game
tell
thing.
what your spell DC and stuff like that is, I assume, or like auto roll
Yeah.
any damage associated with it. But the spell doesn't have damage, so luckily it should be fine.
Okay, so
Um,
I'm gonna say I cast Entangle.
Yeah, just bring it up on the screen so I can read the description in case there's anything extra I need to know. Turn it into difficult terrain. Okay, so where is this centered on?
The guy trying to melt through the wall. Or at least near him. So like I could put it
So here you could
between
put
the two
it
of them?
here. You could put it like here and hit all of them or something like that. It would hit Itcher as well because he'd be within the square.
Yeah.
But
Me too.
well, I mean, I would say you have to center the square on something.
Yeah.
Doesn't she could center the square like right here? Or well, here. Let me. No snapping. She could center the square right here, and then it would hit like this area, right?
Yep.
And the other half of it would be wasted.
Or on the wall at least.
Yeah.
So like we could do that and minimize the amount of people getting hit by said spell.
Okay.
I just hate everyone.
Just everybody.
Double restrain this fucker.
A creature in the area when cast spell must succeed on a strength saving throw. Okay.
Which he may because he's a golem, but you know.
What is your DC, by the way?
For what?
Spell save DC?
13.
Neither of them succeed.
Haha.
They are not built for power. So we will see if they succeed on escaping in subsequent rounds. All right, first
done
round is
something
done. This dude is restrained. So let me see exactly what restrained is. Disadvantage on attack rolls. Can't move. Attack rolls against you have advantage. Disadvantage on dex saves. Okay. So he's going to turn around and try and hit you, Itcher, at disadvantage. It's going to be 1, 2. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Disadvantage. 1, 2. So it's a 9 and a 15.
Both miss.
Ooh, lucky you. And yeah, that is going to be its turn. All right, and then Itcher.
I'm basically just going to try to
Retaliate.
grapple it. Try to
All
bring
right.
it down to the ground is the goal.
I need a strength save from you as well to see if you're restrained right
Should I make one right now too?
now. You are not in the radius.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So you are restrained as well. So you have 0 movement, but nothing stopping you from grappling it. So you can attempt to do that.
I shall. So just strength check for that.
Athletics, or yeah, athletics for you. Ooh, no, that is. He much succeeds with his acrobatics to dodge out of the way of the grapple. And Siak.
Am I
Would
just?
he, is he still restrained? Would he maybe have disadvantage on that acrobat?
Restrained is purely disadvantage on dexterity saving throws.
Oh, okay.
I mean, he's already restrained, so there's very little point to doing this, but I'll do it anyway. Knock him prone.
All right, go ahead and give me a shove.
Oh wait, no, it's. I didn't take any damage between my turns. Fuck.
Oh yeah,
Wait, but I did make an attack. Technically,
you did make an attack. Technically, it is a special melee attack.
Yeah. So.
If
I'm
this
fine,
is
right?
technically an attack, 1 second. If we're also counting that as an attack for barbarian, it counts as an attack for everything else. As you grab onto this thing, the armor freezes and like freezer burns your hand to it, and you take 5 cold damage.
Ow.
But does he succeed in the shove?
He has not attempted the shove.
That's the shove.
You make an athletics check, and it is contested by acrobatics or athletics of the creature.
Okay.
You must beat a 17. Ooh. All right, yeah. You beat a 17 as you shove this thing to the ground.
Can the vines just like trap its entire body? Just,
Yeah,
like, swallow
it's just
it?
like it's just being swallowed by the vines at this point. They're holding it down to the ground. It is going to attempt to get out of the vines, as it can't stand up until it has gotten out of the vines and broken the grapple. So, because it has 0 movement until it has broken the grapple and the vines. So, first turn, it is going to attempt to break the vines on it. That is a nat 20 though.
Oh,
Oh no.
unfortunate.
So it does manage to wrangle itself out of the vines, but that is its action, and it cannot break the grapple yet. Cecilia,
Yes.
your turn.
I'm looking at things and I'm like, oh, I could. Never mind. It's the area. Everything would be hid. I don't know. I don't have much else to help, honestly. Can I move the water near them? Just like,
Yeah. You want to start? You want to start making the water move towards them?
yes.
All right. I will say.
She did dump strength, so moving the actual pail of water would actually probably
If you
prove
want
to
to,
be more of a challenge.
it's true. All right. So it is right there now, as the water begins making its way towards the closest one.
Turner. Oh,
Now,
stupid.
Itcher. It is going to. Yeah, you see the rapier lash out and try and hit you again. Still at disadvantage. That's a 12, misses. But what you don't notice is on its knee, like as it lashes out with the rapier, the creature tries to like budge a little closer. The vines on it stretching for a second to allow it, and it tries to knee you as you see like a pneumatic knife shoot out of it and towards you. This is made with advantage normally, but normal now. And that is a 22 to hit for 7 piercing damage.
Ouchie, ouchie.
All right. Your turn, Itcher. Hello?
Okay, I am going to use, for my bonus action, I'm going to use my Inhuman Vigor.
Okay.
So that'll be a hit die. What is my hit dice?
D10?
Yes.
How many rounds do you suspect they have to go?
They need to last about a minute.
So, 10 rounds?
Oh, shit.
Yep.
Damn.
Sustainable for me.
It's sustainable for me because I have spell slots.
We'll just
That's
go
a
up
zone
and grapple them.
And as my action, I'm just going to try to
The
grapple
one
him.
I'm grappling, yeah, it just did 5 cold damage, which I am not resistant to. To a barbarian who has 20 health.
Armor of Agathis, man.
I'm a barbarian.
All right. So you're attempting to grapple it again. No, that is a 17. It is still ungrappled, though still restrained by the vines. Siak.
Haha.
You see it break free from the vines, though you still have it grappled and it is prone.
Okay. I mean, I ain't good with machines, you see. So I'm just gonna hold up. Trying to think about what I got here. So maybe, just maybe, I'm a headbutt this fuck.
Okay.
Knock them
Go ahead
out.
and
Get
give me
advantage.
Yeah.
Advantage. Wait, no, I don't. No, wait, no, I do because it's prone. I'm just gonna roll my punch, okay?
Yeah. So I'm going to be very real with you. Every 10 health you deal to these guys, it will be stunned for a round. But you do not know how much health they have.
I'm okay with this.
You cannot kill them.
Can't kill it.
I'm aware.
Or you can kill it,
this-
which is very...
You can.
that's the real
Nothing is
concern.
stopping you.
That's the
Yeah.
concern.
All right. So yeah, your punch slams into this, or your headbutt slams into this thing. Your forehead bleeding a little bit, flesh wound. Its turn. It's gonna go for the knife knee as well. As
Knife knee.
you're grappling it on the ground.
Is that the official terminology?
Yeah, that is the knife
Hey,
knee.
but
is
I'm
the
not
official
grabbing it by the
terminology.
knee.
Yeah, and that's why its knee is coming up to stab you in the stomach.
Ah,
Mm.
That is a 17 to hit. for 7 piercing damage.
Reduced by half.
All right. And yeah, it is going to do so again. Oh, wait, sorry.
Okay.
It should be a disadvantage, right? Because it's prone?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, true.
My bad. Let me re-roll that. That's an 18 for 8. I'll let you keep the other one. I'll let you keep the other one, and we'll just say it hits still. The second one is an 8 for 6, but I don't believe an 8 hits you.
No, it does not.
Yeah, the first one you see coming up, and you manage to like twist out of the way as it scrapes across your stomach, this close to disemboweling you, but doesn't quite get there. And you grab the leg with your other hand and just kind of wrestle it still for a second to stop the second strike. Cecilia.
Why not take more ice damage?
Uh,
Damage?
You didn't. It attacked you. Well, okay, yeah, you did attack it. So the armor goes away, but you do take 5 more cold damage as well. My bad.
Okay. Yeah, I'm in pain and mortal
God.
peril.
Butt cheeks.
Have you guys considered running around, or?
Oh, that was the
Well,
only
let's
one. The
try
only thing
to-
holding
except
this down.
except the one molding into the wall. Well, you've also got vines there.
No, it got out of the vines.
Oh.
No, the one in front of you got out. The one over
Yeah.
here is still in the vines.
No, that's what I mean. Is the one that
Okay,
I'm
yeah.
grappling is out of the vines.
See, I could do like a starry form of the chalice and just continuously keep healing these two, but I have to be 30 feet from them to do a D8 plus. So it's just another creature within 30 feet of you can regain hit points equal to a D8 plus your wisdom modifier, but I don't want to heal them. I just want to heal them.
I assume that ability allows you to choose. Say a
No.
creature of your choice.
You or another creature within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, so
Yeah, you can
You-
choose to heal yourself or another creature of your
yeah,
choice.
you choose the creature. It doesn't say every creature within 30 feet of you.
Okay,
It says
dope.
you
So,
or another. So your choice.
yeah, I'm probably gonna move.
This is when she turncoats you all and heals the enemy.
Oh yeah, totally. Yeah, so I'm just gonna move. Wait. Boop.
Right here.
Right there, above, somewhere.
I think you were one up. You'd still be within 30 feet of Siak, I think, but not within for Itcher.
Yep. Okay,
Yeah, there
cool.
we go.
All right.
So I do the chalice, and then I can use cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature or you within 30 feet of you. Okay, cool. So I'm gonna turn into the chalice. Don't be weirded out.
You turn into a
Blood
starry deer.
Witch.
Do you want to be healed, or do you want me to let you die?
Do you want to die too?
I would live. This goes on for a while. Which one is hurt more? I want to help the one person who's hurt more.
Siak's taken about 13 damage, whereas Itcher's taken 7.
Alright, so I'll probably do Siak then, and that means I've got to figure it out. Dang it.
I don't know who actually has more health.
Which one has more health?
We wouldn't
I have
know.
Hello?
20 health total.
I have 22
Okay.
health total, but I started with 16.
What is your current health when you've taken the damage?
I have 14 health right now.
Okay. Siak?
I'm at half that.
Oh god. You can get
absolutely
regain.
will go down next next turn if this goes.
Regain hit points equal to a D8 plus your wisdom modifier. So roll a
Your
D8.
lengthy
Your
ability?
wisdom or my wisdom?
Lengthy ability, real quick.
That's gonna be a long one. I'll just paste it. 1 second.
Here, I think there's just something I need to make sure on it.
Oh god, it's doing it. I just want the chalice, damn it. Can you be nice? Eh? Oh, that's the wrong one. Duh. No wonder why.
Do, 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 do.
1 second. Let me. Ah, I got it. Boop. Boop.
Whenever you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points to a creature, you can then do this. So you do have to cast
Yep.
a heal, and then you can do another heal, essentially.
Yes.
Okay. So are you casting, like, Healing Word or something?
Yes.
All right. Who gets the Healing Word, or do they get... Are you stacking everything on Seok? Because you can choose to do different targets for those.
Yeah, so I'll probably do healing word for Itcher and then the other one for Siak.
All right. Go ahead and roll their healing.
So it's just going to link it again. It's going to link it again. I know this. We find the oh. You know what, we'll see what it does. Where'd it go? Where? Oh, there you go. Level 1. Wait.
All right. Yeah, Itcher, you get back 6 hit points.
Not big.
That's the Healing
Hold
Word.
on.
Big gets a
That's
D8.
healing word. Yeah. A D8 plus my wisdom modifier, which is
Yep.
3.
Theoretically less than Itcher got, though. Possibly. Roll a 1 or a 2.
Oh, don't say that. Well, it's plus my wisdom. How do I do the wisdom modifier thing?
Just go ahead and roll a D8 plus 3.
How the fuck do
You know what
do
would have
that?
been a better idea? Turn them on when
What?
like the door was open, so they went into combat mode or something like that, and then just shut the door.
But one's transmutating through a wall.
Yeah, but
He's
we
trying
didn't know
to
that.
escape. How would I do a D8 plus? Okay, I'm just gonna add 3 whenever
So
the D8
slash. Yeah, it's all right.
plus 3.
So Big, you get
Bunda.
5 back.
I apologize. I thought it was going to be more. I should have known because my rolls are bad. But you know, I'm cursed with really bad rolls.
You and me
since,
both.
Since I murdered that
Me
one,
too.
like, massacred that entire like thing with Archer. Just
Yeah.
I can't. It won't allow me anymore.
All right. The one still restrained at this point is going to try and break the restraints, I believe. And this is turn 4 of 10. So,
Sorry, you definitely do not want to break the restraints. You totally don't want to break the restraints.
well, we'll see. We'll see how it's feeling. The dice gods say just barely with a 13.
Damn it.
So he's free, but that's the end of his turn.
He's still in difficult terrain.
Still in difficult terrain as well. Itcher.
Itcher, however, is still restrained.
Well, I'm getting tired of trying to restrain it. I'm going to use my right of the frozen.
All right.
Fuck. Of course. And I'm going to attack it. I forget if I can attack twice or...
What's that?
Nothing. Just was wondering if I can attack twice for one action, but I cannot yet.
Yeah, that is a level 5 feature.
Can they
Alright.
do damage and like attempt to kill these things, but then like knock them out?
Uh, you so you can attempt. I will say if you are attempting to non-lethally take these things out, though, you are pulling punches and dealing half damage. Um, Personally, I don't like the idea that you could just go from full-on murder to I just want to hit them, but not kill them. Like you are having to pull your punches to do that if you choose to. A 9 does not hit, though, unfortunately.
That'll be my turn.
All right. Siak.
For an but
All right. Another headbutt. 24 for 5, yeah, and it is stunned now.
uh,
All right. Its turn comes around, but it is stunned. I believe it has bonus actions, but it has none to use. Cecilia.
I'm trying to find something to help.
I believe you have your bag of tricks guiding bolt as well. You have
I
like
do,
the
but
infinite guiding works or whatever.
I do. But the last time I used it, I murdered things with it.
It's true.
I'm like, I'm trying not to use that. I don't want to like end up just taking the entire thing out.
They do look somewhat sturdy. Like they're not going to blow apart under a stiff breeze, but if you wail on them long enough, it will break.
Revenue studies, tiny
yeah,
object,
very
surface,
clearly
got
leaving
plastic.
a print of my forehead in this
Choosing
one's.
Yeah.
benefits. Guiding bolt spell. Eh. I mean, I could use it, but I also, don't want to murder it. I mean, of course, I could use it on the one that doesn't have any damage to it. So you know what? Why not? Let's use my guiding bolt of doom. Please don't let this murder him. Please don't let it murder. Where the fuck did I put Bolt of Doom? Oh, please didn't put Bolt of Doom. We.
I could be thinking of Hearthstone, but I could have sworn that Doombolt is an actual spell.
I believe it is in Hearthstone and in World of Warcraft.
Studies, tiny uptick, bada bada ba. It's missed by rolling. Okay. Guiding bolt. I thought I put it in my spells. It should be in my spells. And I call bullshit if it's not in my spells.
What?
Well, the ones I have ready in the little thingy. Because it doesn't tell me exactly what dice to roll for it.
You should have it in there, but
Right?
I
That's
do
what
not
I was
see it. All right. Well, one moment. Let me just.
Action.
Yank that in there. Prepare it. Make sure that it's doing its shit properly.
46 radiant. Yes, to start before the end of the next turn is advantage.
All right. There we go. It's at the bottom of your first levels and should work. Fingers crossed.
Hopefully. It doesn't even use a spell slot though, which is the weird thing. Anyways.
Ooh. Blight.
Yeah, but I can only use it twice.
You can cast it using a spell slot if you want.
Yeah. But when I'm using the map, I can't cast it. Which I'm using the map.
I would take a level in cleric just to dip into cleric for guiding bolt on my gunslinger character.
I don't have advantage, no. Okay. Oh no.
Yeah, 24 does hit. Go ahead and click the word guiding bolt. The words guiding bolt, and it will roll the damage.
Please, dear God, don't let this be a nat 20.
Oh, you didn't crit, but the 24 is your to hit. It was a 19, almost nat 20. But if you click the guiding bolt,
Oh.
excuse me? Ow. God, that's a strong spell. Okay. Yeah, he's
46
stunned.
ain't no joke.
Yeah, and she fucking high rolled on a lot of them too.
Yeah.
So. Owie.
That's pretty fuck nasty.
That's just why I didn't want to use it.
Let me think. What health is this thing at now?
I mean, hey, at least he'll be able to stun it for 2 turns.
The stun doesn't stack. So
It's
if he
just-
gets hit with, well, I mean, admittedly, his turn's right now. So, so he's stunned, and the stun ends. Itcher. You do this glowing with guiding energy. If you chose to attack, you have advantage, which would cancel out your disadvantage.
Right. How damaged does he look?
I would say in the heat of combat, unless you want to spend a turn like looking at him.
Yeah, I'll spend a turn looking at him.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception or an insight check. And basically what I'm going to give you is whether they're at 50, whether they've dipped below 50 or 25%. If they have it all. Yes. They have not dipped below 50% yet.
Okay, good to know.
But they've dipped below 25.
Yeah, they
How
just
can
kind
you
of
dip below 50 without?
no, no,
or
no,
How can
they
you dip
just
below
skipped- they-
25
they-
without dipping below
Brain fart.
50?
they
sorry.
they skipped the 50%.
But they would
I-
still
I-
have dipped below 50 if they were below 25.
I brain farted and thought that you meant like they had already taken 25% of their health and damage.
Quick
I'll
maths.
spend a
Yay.
turn, though.
All right.
Yay.
Siak.
I'm glad I didn't almost murder him.
Okay. Oof. I can't do that one. That one won't work. That one won't work. Fuck. I guess I would have to drop my grapple to do that one, but even then, it's a pretty slim chance that works. So you know what? I'm just gonna fucking headbutt.
All right. Go ahead and give me an attack roll.
No.
Nope.
My headbutt
Does not hit.
failed me.
Only
You could test
sadness
yourself.
remains.
You've concussed yourself too much today because you already got the psychic damage.
Yeah, you're sitting there slamming your face into this thing again and again. This time it twists its head just to the side, and you slam your head into it, and it glances off. You take a scrape or two from some sharp piece of metal that makes the geometry of its face. But otherwise, again, just a flesh wound, but you're accumulating them.
Yeah.
It is going to go, and it is... Let's see, once a creature is grappled, can it use acrobatics to escape? Or does it have to...
As far as I'm aware, it has to be athletics.
Using one free hand, you seize a target, makes a string in there. If you succeed, the target is grappled. It is the
I'd say the acrobatics check would have to be really a lot higher because what are you gonna do? Grapple out of a fucking hole?
Grapple.
I don't think so. Or fucking jump out of a hole? I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, acrobatics is probably like the most flexible on what the fuck it actually means skill in my mind, right? It's not just your ability to do flips and shit. It is also your like nimbleness and your ability to contort, even though it doesn't actually like it's used that way though. Escape a grapple. To escape a grapple, you must succeed on a strength, athletics, or dexterity acrobatics contested by the grappler. It's going to try and get out. So go ahead and roll me your athletics. You need to beat a 22.
Oh god.
Damn it.
Ooh.
Barely.
So it is out. Does it take the action? Yeah, it is an action. All right. But it stands up.
Damn this motherfucker.
Grapple it again.
What do you think the plan was?
Cecilia.
Grapple it again.
I'm still glowy chalice girl, so
Yes.
um
And you should have one more spell slot, I think.
I do have one more.
In
So I'm
before
going-
fucking vines again.
Do it. Do it. Do it.
Should I do vines or should I heal them?
Nice. Healing would
Vines
also
are
be nice.
Yeah, I was like, you've got a choice. I could use my vines on them, or I could heal you.
Make the argument that the vines are a healing spell because they're calling life into being.
I mean, technically, if you want to do that, and I am a druid, so like,
I'm not gonna let that one fly.
Why not?
damn. I mean, we are in a stone room. There's virtually no life here.
Yeah, she is bringing in life. Healing things back to their natural state.
I don't know if they're natural. That might be.
Leave my half-sentient vines alone.
Yeah, right.
Blight just doesn't have the spirit.
I don't know what to do. It's like, I don't want you guys to die, but at the same time, preventing him from moving is a good thing as well.
He's so
What?
sussy.
Is he being sussy?
He is indeed being quite sussy.
You want to take psychic damage right now? Fucker? Don't test
He
me.
didn't say sussy baka, you baka.
Somewhere out in the streets right now, your character coughs up a little blood.
I have no idea why. It makes no sense. I just
You're such a serious health issue. I should get that checked out. But I'm busy right now.
I'm currently looking
I have
for
a-
my...
Do I have early onset stomach cancer?
shit.
Should get that checked out by an herbalist.
I have
I
been
did eat that
eating-
sausage out of the garbage yesterday.
Nowadays, Holy Spirit assumes animal form as an action. Expend the use of your wild shape feature to spell. Bleh. Oh, okay. Alright, alright. I could do that. What didn't I have to roll for the creature?
You gonna summon something?
I could. I am second level druid.
Is there a first level summoning spell?
There's not a first level summoning spell. We are
Turn
second
big
level.
into a T-Rex!
You don't get second level spells at second level. You get them at third level. It's weird like that.
Oh yeah.
You go up a spell level every other level.
No, I was going to use my wild companion, but I can't. It's unfortunate.
Turn big into a T-Rex.
I could turn big into a T-Rex. I could summon a beast at like third level. And then I could use, I think, a spell slot to then like summon a familiar without actually using spell components. But I can't do that. Doop-doo. Ew. I can't use that till third level.
Close to nap.
I'm conflicted.
Well, we do need to keep the combat somewhat moving, so.
You know what? I'll just cast Entangle. I'm sorry if you die, sir.
Alright. Itcher, you're still already grappled, right? Or you're already restrained. I'm just gonna say you get hit by this. These other two, though, do need to make their thing.
Those saving throws. Yes, yes.
Strength?
Please
Ooh,
don't fail.
unfortunate. That is a 14 and a 20. They
God
both
damn it.
succeed.
I'm gonna end up killing one of these dudes. I swear.
Alright. So, this one looks towards you.
Hi.
Wait, isn't
Attacks
it stunned again?
against you have advantage, Itcher. So, it is going to go. And this is round 6.
That it is.
That is a 17.
Just hits.
Alright. You take 12 piercing damage. And then that is a 25.
Oh,
Oh my god, I have spells
And
left.
that is 11 piercing damage. They rolled max on both, like max and one less on both of those.
Storm.
Are you down?
yeah.
All right. Nature is down. Go ahead and give me a
Damn it.
death save.
Where do I go for that again on here?
So you go. It's right to the. It's near your health.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, that is one fail. So Itcher, as this thing stands up, shakes the vines off, the rapier comes up, and one quick flash slashes across your chest, and then a second he pulls back and stabs, just barely missing your heart, but it is enough to lay you out.
Ugh.
Siak, you see Itcher go down.
Like,
Oh, I see.
is he
That I do
unconscious
see.
or
He's unconscious. He's not dead.
With one death save. Fail.
how did you fail?
His turn came right after it.
Oh. How many more
Alright,
turns
we'll
do you guys
go-
have?
This is 6,
This is-
so another 4.
Yeah, turn 6.
Jesus
Yeah.
fuck.
This one only needs 3 more damage on it to be, whatever.
Like,
Yeah.
Dead,
Blade's,
knocked out.
Blade's killing everybody, dude.
You know what? I'm gonna say, fuck it. Give me that attack.
All right. Go ahead and make the attack roll. Do you have reckless?
I do have reckless.
You choose to use it.
I'm gonna wait for you to say that this thing makes an attack of opportunity, the one I ran away from.
Oh, that's true. I forgot they make attacks of opportunity. Yeah, it probably does that. Technically didn't have advantage, but I'll let you keep that roll because it was 2 nat ones. Otherwise, 11 piercing damage was about
Go
to smack
ahead.
you in the back of the head.
That would have been unpleasant.
Blight, you need to stop killing
But
my
I'm gonna
buddies.
go ahead and
Yeah,
All
you
right,
guys should
yeah,
still
he's
have some of the
stunned.
healing potions we bought before we went out to the thing.
Do we have you?
we're dipping into our gold reserves because I don't have any.
We bought some before. Maybe nobody took note, but we bought some before we went to the crystal thing as part of the preparation.
Well, if nobody took note, if they're not in anyone's inventory, I'm not going to count them.
I understand that. I'm just saying I feel like people would have figured that part out by now.
Yeah.
Damn it. I mean, I could probably use a herbalism kit to make a health potion.
Yeah, on the fly.
That's what I
Yeah,
was like.
you would need
No,
time
no.
to do so.
I know.
when-
That's why I was like, I could, but I'm not. I can't.
Yeah.
I mean, technically speaking, I have to end up like killing one of these fucking things. I swear to.
What you need
Maybe,
is a
like-
healer's kit.
Yeah, I
One's
don't have
taken
that.
10 damage, the other one's taken 12.
Twine.
This one total has taken 22 damage.
Oh, wait, no, 20. Yeah, my bad. 22. Not 12.
And this one's taken 10.
Okay, but I don't have any spell slots left, which means the only thing I can really use at this moment is either guiding light. Yeah, or just guiding light or
Oh,
infestation.
I'm gonna.
And then,
Like-
are you backing out of its range?
It's stunned, so I mean, it can't.
That's
really-
true.
Does
That's
it still
true.
get reactions?
Stunned things don't get reactions.
Okay, cool.
And then this one is going to spend its turn, now that it doesn't have anyone, it reapplies its Armor of Agathis
Fair enough.
and moves in.
Okay.
Cecilia.
Guiding bolt. Guiding bolt.
I'm gonna end up murdering one of them.
I
Let's
don't
get some tangled.
fucking care.
I mean, do you have any
She's
heals?
out of spell slots.
I do not. I'm out of spell slots. And my thing only uses. I can only cast the extra healing spell after I've already cast a healing spell. So. Unfortunately, I cannot cast a healing spell.
Can you run the fucking thing around? Or...
So what you can do is, when someone is incapacitated, you can run up to them in, like, close range and make a DC 10 medicine check to stabilize them.
But like,
Keep them from making death saving throws.
Yes. It'll keep them at 0 hit points, but they have succeeded on their saving throws at that point.
Can you guys survive another 3 rounds?
I mean,
Mayhaps.
Ugh. Nothing's to say this kook can even do it.
How close is close range blight?
Like, touching next to them.
mm,
So you need to be
Medicine
within 5 feet
check.
of him.
Oh, and heck yeah, oh, I do get my wisdom bonus as well with my medicine. Checky.
Scarlet.
So,
You need to be within 5 feet of him.
place at 10 feet.
5 feet. You have to be able to touch him. Unless you have 10 feet long arms. Maybe if you're a bugbear, you can fix someone up from that range. They can make attacks from that far.
There you go. Okay.
Tricky bugbears with their spider arms.
Please let me actually just. Do I get advantage because I have herbalism kit? Or that I'm challenge mode?
If you have a healer's kit, you don't need to make the roll at all, but you do not. And that is
I
the
do
one
not.
that would assist you.
Okay.
Ooh, so you succeed. So, Itcher, you are stabilized.
A 20 gives him 1 HP back.
I would say a nat 20 would have given him 1 hit point back, because that's what it does for death saves. The Nimblewright, which is stunned, is going to spend a turn stunned. It is going to stare down at Itcher, blade trembling.
It wants to murder.
Itcher, I will say, continue making death saves. We'll see if you just come to.
Already.
Nope. So yeah, it's not a negative. We're just seeing if you get a nat 20 and just
Magically.
come
pop back
alive.
up.
Crawl away.
Yeah. Instead, you are left in. You specifically,
Enveloped by vines.
yeah, enveloped by vines.
They're just choking me out.
Yeah. in your mind, you see a sphere, loose bits and pieces of it falling off, and at times connecting to it. But you notice that there is like almost a large chunk of it that is being siphoned off as you rest there unconscious.
Is that his life? Jesus. Anyways,
It's still not disconnected yet, but it is in the process. Siak.
Hmm. Okay. What are the odds that this works out in my favor? Decent. I mean, roll average, and obviously I have to hope to hit. So we'll do that. I'm gonna go ahead and recklessly attack this man's with my trident.
Okay.
The one that just got out of the stun.
I assume since you moved towards it.
Wow.
17 for 10. Just enough. Well, technically more than just enough.
Yeah, I just needed 8.
All right. Yeah, he is stunned for another turn. And you move
Step
back out of its range. The one behind you, though, is going to bippity bop you.
That's okay. I know it gets advantage, but that's okay.
Why does it get advantage?
Does he
Reckless
recklessly
attack.
attack?
Oh, okay.
don't you?
That is
dare
a
go down.
15. Does that hit?
Just barely. My AC is 15.
That is 11 piercing.
Okay, so I am down to this half damage, thanks to rage.
Don't
Yep.
don't tell him. Don't tell him.
So
The second one is a 22. Second one is a 22 that hits for 6.
Okay, I'm still up.
Fuck yeah.
This is one more round, right? You just need to survive one more round.
This is the end of round 8, I believe. So it would be 9, and then you have to survive 10.
So 2 rounds?
Yep.
Oh, dude, they're dead.
Making
All
the
right.
character right now.
Cecilia, you see Siak getting fucking laid low, very close to death. You see Itcher lying on the ground, and you see the Nimblewright that is still stunned, but its head is like twitching towards you as it looks towards as it looks in your direction.
Bolt. Guiding bolt.
I can't kill the.
Hit the one that's taken 10 damage. It'll be fine.
You say that, and then I'm going to roll a nat 20.
I don't care.
I care.
Mission failure not acceptable.
Acceptable.
TPK, just fine.
I wish I had like an extra action point.
Well, I mean,
Because then I
how
get
weak
to-
are you? How weak are you, Scarlet?
Oh.
Well, no, don't tell us. Like that breaks roleplay. Never mind.
I mean, how weak am I? I haven't been hit yet.
Guiding.
I'm like 12.
Guiding. Bolt.
But like, I could also put like shape water around Itcher so it doesn't like stab Itcher while he's already
Doesn't
down
look
and just
interested in
stabilize
it
him.
right now.
You
It
can
looks
only
interested in
10
you.
5 feet.
Okay, Jesus.
Big, let her play,
normal.
dude.
I'm trying to make sure she's making informed decisions.
Oh, it does not hit. I guarantee it.
Ooh, unfortunate.
Scramble plus 5
Does
though.
not.
So it's 7 plus 5, isn't it?
No,
already
that already
five
counts.
Never mind. Yeah, I was like, it already calculated that it.
Yeah.
Rip my life.
You point your finger and cast Guiding Bolt as the bolt rips out of you and towards this thing. You see Siak briefly trying to dodge an attack, gets in its path, and you have to divert it so that it doesn't strike him in the back, and it goes wide.
I don't
See
know
how
what
much damage it would have done.
See how much damage it would have done though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
let's
mean,
see.
you can click the name and find out.
Huzzah.
All right. So,
Would have done another ouchie.
which one was stunned? The one above?
Yeah,
Itcher,
The one that
right?
was looking
Yeah.
at me to murder.
Yeah.
All right. So it passes its turn stunned. So we are on the
Death
ninth
save.
round. No, Itcher. Yeah, Itcher, give me a death save. See if you pop back up at 1.
All right.
Nope. All right.
Unfortunate.
Itcher, you do notice the sphere that you're beginning. It's not you, but it is at the same time. It is almost a. It is you as if described in a book, but you're beginning to sense the senses that keep you in wherever you are right now are beginning to dull as you see the sphere, the part that was being torn free snaps back into place, and you are ejected from this land as you become more alive than you were before.
Okay.
I feel
Okay,
alive.
He can't die. I stabilized him.
Siak,
Hey,
who are you gonna
Hey, you
hit?
should
So-
totally like
definitely
move
not the
out
one
the
on
way
my
and
right.
hit.
So you know what? Just move right here. Give it the good old reckless attack.
Blackjack.
The good old whap.
All right. 16 does not hit.
No, it wasn't even enough damage. It was one off of enough damage.
All right, and there you stay, flamed.
No, I don't.
Oh, you're just gonna
I
chance
Yeah,
it?
just move
See if
away.
you can get out?
I mean, if you could keep him running for a minute or two, yeah.
All right, they're both gonna make opportunity attacks on you.
Is it one stunned?
No,
No,
they didn't take
its
damage.
Turn passed. Yeah, it wouldn't have even been enough damage to stun it again. So
That is a 17 for 7.
He's dead.
I am, nope, still conscious.
He's 1 hit point, I believe.
Yes.
And the second one is a 24 for 10.
God damn.
Okay, I guess I'm right here.
Yeah.
All right, Amethyst.
And this last one looks at you, Amethyst. Walks towards you.
Run.
Hi, how you doing, sir?
Run.
All you gotta do is survive a round, so whatever you do.
I mean, I could run. Yes, you're correct.
We bought you that much time. Just fucking run.
That is an 8 and an 18. The 18 hits you for 8 piercing damage. Unless you have an AC higher than that.
Of what?
That
18.
18.
8? Oh no, I have 13. Unfortunately
yeah.
for me.
The second one hits you for 8 piercing damage.
Could've
As both of your teammates have been laid out. One of them is bleeding out on the floor. The other is stable, but you don't know how long it'll last if these things get off of you.
Johnny, thank you.
And
As always.
Celia,
Avoid
it
the
is your turn.
frustration of I can't do objectively butt cheeks. Okay, listen. Because the shape water is too far for me to move currently to either of them. Actually, wait, no, wait, maybe.
Keep in mind, shape water is not it is not an offensive spell. You could do things with it like set up cover and whatnot, but you can't like freeze someone still in it
Yeah, no, I
unless
know.
they stand there and let it happen. Okay,
I know.
just
I
making
was
sure.
gonna like my brain died. Either cover Itcher and just like a little like dome of like ice, and provide Siak with like a little ice covering wall thing, basically. But I
Okay.
can't do that because they're both out of fucking range.
Mhm. All right.
So I can still move, but not like the full length of my movement and cast a spell.
You can.
Maybe.
You can move 30 feet and cast a spell.
Okay. It's not really gonna be a spell, though, and it's not probably gonna
You
not be
will.
effective.
This guy will hit you with an opportunity attack, though, if you do so.
Oh, did they not both get theirs off?
He had his turn pop up again.
Oh,
He was last turn, so he has his opportunity attack back.
Could I hide behind the thing of water?
Yeah.
Is that a thing? Yo, dope. Okay.
It would give you cover from attacks that go over it, but if you can make it there, they can probably also make it there. Meaning, unless they try and use ranged attacks at you, it won't give you cover.
Oh. You really can't do directly butt cheeks.
You can take the dodge action, or you can try and
Dodge
disengage
action?
from them.
Dodge action would.
Can-
Well, what does the dodge action do?
It gives everyone
Disadvantage
attacking
on
you
their attacks.
disadvantage.
I mean, like, yeah. But at this point, you've held them for 10, so it's you can hope that if they take their whole turn to kill you, that he, like, gets control of them, and then all it takes is him coming down and stabilizing. So there's a chance we survive, even if you go down on this turn.
You could dash at
Long
range. Maybe it'll force
As you
them to
survive
dash.
long enough for them to not have attacks to all stab you on the ground.
Yeah.
So the dodge action's not bad for the disadvantage, but they're rolling like 24s regularly.
Yeah.
A suggestion.
Okay.
They have
but
been
that's not-
attacking Seok with advantage, which is why they've been rolling so high.
Yeah. But then if I do
Blake's
that, then I
trying to
can't
talk
cast
you into killing
infestation,
yourself.
which is just basically a giant swarm of fleas and insects, which wouldn't do any damage to them, really.
Yeah, if it's poison, the golems are typically immune to poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I know that, but it could distract them for a second. I guess. I suppose.
I don't think it's really gonna be. Fleas are not gonna bother a machine.
I don't have anything else legitimately. I cannot move this at all because it's not in range of anything. No matter how much I'd like it. I could shillelagh, but then it's just I'm attacking them and they're going to be like more murderous on me. I could
I'm
dodge.
just leaving that there.
I could dodge, but then there'll be attacks at disadvantage, which leaves you open, and me open to death. So, I really can't do anything.
You just have to survive this last turn. So, whatever you need to do
I
to
had-
do it.
20 health, and I'm at 12.
These guys have been rolling good for damage, too. They've been rolling
Yeah.
like
Excuse
upper
me,
half
me and
of
the
their damage
druid
die.
have the same amount of health.
Yeah.
You did roll 1 that one time, right?
Yes, I did. I rolled
Whereas everyone else rolled max, if I remember right.
If it,
some fucking bullshit. Barbarian, I should have health.
But now you have to roll to try and catch back up.
Yeah, exactly. You're in the pit now. You rolled 1-1. Now you can never take median again.
I'll probably take the dodge action then,
Yeah.
and like
Oh,
they
buddy.
attack me at disadvantage.
Lex is gonna be
I may
waiting
die.
at that hotel for a long time.
She's like, what they're dead. I'm sorry. We got
If
dead.
if I may
Alright.
point out my thinking with the whole arrow thing, if she's already made her decision, you take the single attack of opportunity from the one that you'd be leaving the range of, and then in addition, we haven't seen any ranged attacks, so therefore they would both have to spend their action dashing at you and not attacking you.
Or
Now that it's
Or
a by
they
the by and
stab
it
you.
doesn't matter, these things have a 60-foot movement and can throw their daggers.
Is that a 6
Ah.
feet movement?
Even,
So-
even
Shit.
even if that were the case, though, Big, what's to stop them from being like, oh, okay, and stabbing you?
I am willing to take that risk.
Big's like, I could take a couple of death saving throw failures. All right, first attack at disadvantage. That is a 10.
I did not hit.
Second is a 25.
Fuck.
That does it.
A 26 and a 25. At least you didn't get hit by the crit.
It's true.
That is 5 piercing, though, as it
Oh.
rolled minimum damage.
Okay.
Nice.
All right. Now the other one.
Yep.
It's gonna do max damage, I can guarantee it.
It's like nukes you for fucking
That is
30.
a 17
Oh god.
Yep,
Here we
no.
go.
for. That is a 17 for 7, which I think is just as much as you have.
Yep.
All
That's
right.
exact
But
damage
that's
I have.
last attack.
It has one more attack.
One more.
Oh, is it gonna stab her as she like falls?
Yeah. It's gonna stab her as she falls.
They really don't like me. I don't appreciate. I didn't actually directly. Wait, no, I directly attacked one. Never mind.
And
That's the one that you attacked.
that is a. Oh wait, it has advantage, so I will allow the reroll there. Yeah, that's a 22. You failed 2 death saves
Ooh, nice.
as
Guys,
it
I'm
crits
almost
on
dead.
you.
All right.
Guys, I'm almost dead. They can come back as my sickly, like
So now we need
sister
to know:
and just.
is
And
the,
now
was the
they-
guy a kook?
and As none of you are alive to see it, but the crystals that had formed into the pearl and the
Heck.
sapphire.
Big's alive to see it. Big didn't get hit, did he?
Big's down. Big's unconscious as well. He's
I thought he
bleeding
had
out.
one.
Yeah.
Oh.
By the way, Big, I need a death save.
That's fair. That's fair. Where is it? There it is.
All right.
That's a fail.
So
It's fine. I failed. 2.
none of you are alive. None of you are
Oh, yeah, well,
conscious. None of you are conscious to see this. As the crystals in the center of these golems seem to destabilize for a moment, the pearl turns into this like crystalline goo, and the sapphire loses its color as they both seem to change and morph until they turn into these almost snowflake-like quartz crystals in the center of their body. And they stand there for a moment, and then they look down at the 2 people who are dying, and reach down towards you and attempt a medicine check to save your life.
Oh, how nice! You just tried murdering me. Now you're going to try saving me.
It patches you up, Cecilia, so you're out of
Ooh.
danger. Siak, nope. You're still bleeding out. And
Is this where
as,
Siak died? Well, no, he has 3 death saves. He didn't get hit.
he's failed 1, but he, as this happens, footsteps come down from up top. Siak, give me 1 more death save. And pray it's not a 1.
So it is.
Siak, as you
Cursed him. How could
lay
you?
unconscious, bleeding out, you are also taken to this strange land of kind of dark green mists. And they seem to congeal and form a sphere that you understand to be almost a collection of your actions, a story with no one to speak it or to watch. And you see this orb begin to melt away as part of it is pulled off and siphoned off further into this realm as your mind leaves you. And about a few hours later, you two come alive. and Siok is dead.
No, like last little thing he can do.
That's unfortunate.
We'll
Not
give you this, Siok. If you would like, because I offered Alien this as well, you may appear dead to your friends for a moment here as they see you maimed in some way.
Oh no, I was talking about like last ability to like say something, but I mean I guess it wouldn't really go well because nobody's around to hear it.
But you may be maimed if you would like to not die. Loss of a body part, some horrifying scar that makes social interactions difficult in the future. If you would still
The
like
case
to
is
play
already
Siok.
covered. You know, it would be nice. I've already kind of dropped like $200 on him, so yeah.
Yeah.
Just take an
You
eyeball out.
do,
Make him
as a
look normal
side
then.
note, in case it has been forgotten, you do have the robo arm.
Oh,
yeah, sure.
fuck yeah, dude.
Definitely something to consider. If I end up losing an arm, like, yeah, he's got to roll on a table, I assume.
No, I would let you choose.
Oh. Question: as a
What?
character who's already basically wearing an eye patch, can I just lose an eye?
Haha.
I would
See?
say, depending on what you choose to lose, like if you lose an eye, you have disadvantage on all perception checks, unfixable.
At least until regenerate is an option.
Yeah, until you find a way to get a new eye.
Or
Like
I
these
mean,
are going to be lasting penalties.
but robot arm.
I don't want to be the werewolf with the robot arm. Sorry, that's kind of cringy in my mind. And on top of that, that's a lot more money to adjust the art for a robot arm.
No, you just say this is what he looked like before.
Like you see, I can't do that.
I mean,
Me personally, as a
Surus
person.
doesn't have fucking solid gold armor either right now.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: he might in the future. And I don't want to play however many levels until regenerate. With a robot arm that isn't actually there.
It's your call, man. I was just saying that sounds cool to me.
Yeah. It would bother me.
Yeah, no, I get it.
All right. So,
So I will take not the missing eye. I'll take a scar, a gnarly scar.
Or
okay.
wait, so which one?
You have. This is something that can't be hidden. Like unless you are fully encased in armor, which would almost already be its own kind of disadvantage to social checks. This is going to cause like disadvantage on any kind of good interaction with someone.
And like how disfiguring is this exactly?
Like enough to be like a social issue, right? Like this is not like you have a sexy anime scar over one of your eyes. This is like, yeah, you have a sexy anime scar, except it goes all the way down your face, cleaves a lip in half, and now it's like you can't move that side of your face.
Well, let's look this up real quick. D&D disfigurements and like see what.
Actually, can I actually get a list of those
Yeah, we get. So I'm just looking on Reddit.
Here.
There's lingering in.
Well, no, the book that we have has a list.
Yeah, there was on Darker Dungeons, there was a list for injuries. Let me see.
Internal injury.
Permanent injuries.
He could have.
You can roll a 10 if you would like.
Oh, dude, he could have a permanent limp that like halves his movement.
So the permanent injuries on the table here are loss of an arm, leg, hand, foot, eye, toe, finger, a horrific scarring wound, an eternal injury, which I assume is somewhere on
Yo,
here,
so
or lose half of your teeth.
What would the teeth do?
That would probably be like social, right? You show, like that's walking up to someone and they like, yeah, they're missing all of their teeth.
I think this
Um,
permanent injuries is 32.
a festering wound, which is another one that I'm seeing that seems cool, which is your hit point maximum is reduced by 1 every 24 hours the wound persists. If your hit point maximum drops to 0, you just die. But if you receive like some magical healing from a cleric or something, so this would only be good if like this town has a high enough level cleric for whatever Blightwood set it as, and we can afford the healing.
As is, you could have him be dead and look for a one of the highest level healers in the land to try and resurrect him within 10 days.
Or the age-old cop-out of, oh, this is my brother.
yeah.
But that's also a cop-out.
I mean, like, I could just as easily, like, argue, I don't know, argue with this woman, I am permanently disfigured, you owe me something. Otherwise, I'll permanently disfigure you.
Bro, like, we almost died in there for your ass. Listen.
I mean, a deal is a deal. It's not as if we didn't know the...
No. I wasn't saying anything.
Yeah, we
I'm just gonna be slightly
understood
salty.
the risks. That doesn't mean I don't get a right to be salty.
Listen, I'm just gonna be slightly salty that I
Despite
lost,
knowing the
alright?
risk.
Listen. It's not gonna be salty at her, just the fact that I lost. Okay?
And it was realistically like our own decisions. We chose to go in there without all of our peoples.
Yep.
Yeah. I'll still be angry. I'm a barbarian after all. It's my job.
That's
Small
one
job.
trope I never liked, is where barbarians' rage is just rage.
Well, that's why I had that one guy in the last campaign whose rage was just like serene monkish battle trance.
Yeah, that's like why can't it be something else? But instead it's just like, I'm angry, so you die.
Well, I mean, I'm literally, my character is a feral goblin.
No, I'm just saying like in general.
Yeah.
Anywho's it.
So what is your choice?
I guess session's about to end here, isn't it?
Well, hopefully we could like recoup.
Yeah, I would probably say like ends within the day of like you guys have a long rest after your near death experience.
What applies as an internal injury?
Things like
Losing a kidney.
losing an organ, damaged lungs, that kind of thing, right?
See, technically you don't need both kidneys, you can lose one kidney.
Like I would say permanent injury is maybe like vulnerability to poison damage.
Well, alcohol poison damage.
Or no, like if he chooses internal injury, it would be like vulnerability to poison damage.
Which would be alcohol, so he like loses a kidney or a liver or something.
Yeah, he's just doesn't function fully internally anymore, whatever the actual injury is. So he takes double damage from poison damage, disadvantage on saving throws against poison. What's that?
Choose. It's like, because like yes, ultimately I can either choose to die, and then there's a chance that he comes back. As normal, but we have to find somebody within 10 days, and that's a whole different ordeal.
Find somebody, yeah, because we wouldn't have the big spell that would just be like within the last 200 years.
Yeah.
So, Raise Dead is what you would be looking for within
I
10
know, I
days,
saw it.
and it would cost at the very least 500 gold, which is just the component of it.
Let alone, you know,
Whatever favors or shit you have to call in to get this done.
then you have to think who would in the party be able to and go for that.
Not saying it's impossible for you guys. It would come with its own story problems. But could lead to more adventure. Could also mean you owe significant favors to certain people.
Oh, we have gold in the shit. Wait, no.
Not
they
even
shit.
close.
This isn't a matter of gold. This is like you're asking the most powerful people of the land. Like 5th level is where this is maxed out, right?
Ah, that's right.
Or 10th level.
10th level
Well, he
characters,
means
5th level
spells.
spells.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So the highest clerics of the land know Raise Dead.
Well, I mean, would they? Well, I guess there probably would be one in the city somewhere. Because, I mean, every city is a major, or every one of these floating places is a major city. I don't know. I mean, I assume I'd have to make a new character, right?
Yeah, I mean, if you looked for a way to revive your current one, we could do like a temporary character. But
You could play Lex.
Mm. No, I don't want to play rogue right now.
I mean, I couldn't do it anyways, but like if I did like a massive like EXP just just like massively within like non-stop for days just trying to farm EXP. I've reincarnate.
gotta kill, gotta kill, gotta
Kill,
kill.
gotta
Hit
kill,
level.
gotta
You hit level 5 within 10 days.
I guess reincarnate would be the other option there too, though.
Yeah,
I
reincarnate would
just
be the
wouldn't
other
be a
option.
goblin anymore.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't be a goblin
Well,
anymore.
possibly.
What level is reincarnate?
5th
5.
level.
Oh
Yep,
yeah,
yep.
Let's reincarnate. Oh yeah, you just kind of come back.
it's
as
it's
whatever.
revived, but he comes back as a different
I
race.
mean, that would seem
Yep,
like a
yep.
very unsatisfying option as well, because once again, the main issue is you paid all that for artwork.
Yes.
Unless Blight were to be like, there's favorable odds, but even then, it's still like, meh.
For the sake of artwork, Raise Dead is the only option.
Or you legitimately just take a kidney.
No.
It's not
Take
like
a
it's
kidney.
unrecoverable later.
Yeah.
It is
You
true.
Either
just regenerate
through-
your kidney.
And I'm not saying you have to wait until
What level is
14th
regenerate?
level when 7th level spells are available, right?
What level
I'm
is
not saying that. It might be like you have to go on a quest and get all the materials for a ritual to regrow your organs, or you have to go fight a creature because if you eat its organs, it will heal your own or something like that, right? Like I'm not
Yeah.
against that.
Just take
what-
a kidney out.
what level is regenerate?
Regenerate is 7,
Yep.
so nobody knows
12 levels
regenerate.
from now. Oh yeah, and on top of that, yeah, literally nobody in the world knows regenerate.
Well, someone in the world could know regenerate. Just
Not cast it.
Except for
Yeah.
Melchizar and Timmy, of course, because they're
Yeah.
clearly somewhere here.
but once again, we
Sod's
did
trolling
find
around in an alternate universe or something.
we did find the ruins of the old civilization. So who knows? Maybe we stumble upon another one like that, and it has
Blight,
like
can
something in there that you eat.
Blight, where's Melchizar, dude?
You don't know.
Just take a kidney.
We gotta let it's up to him now.
I mean, an internal injury, I think, would probably be the easiest thing.
Yeah.
You don't think like
either that or,
you don't
I
think
know,
like a
losing
I would
a
say
finger.
maybe internal injury is disadvantage on like constitution based tasks.
oh fuck. That'd have to be
You know, Con
specified.
is a-
Like Constitution for like withstanding a punch is one thing, but like Constitution for eating something.
So it's
is
like if
another.
you need to make a con save, disadvantage. If you need to do like con athletics, disadvantage. That kind of stuff.
But I mean, like I said, the other thing that I was saying was like his leg gets fucked up and mangled a little bit, so he has a permanent limp that halves his speed until he gets it fixed somehow.
That is much worse than taking disadvantage on rolls.
Sure, but it's another option.
That I'm definitely not looking at losing
I
a
mean-
foot, a leg.
I mean, with Kirkopes, I went with the ultimate option there. So like, I don't make that decision off of what's the easiest to get away with. Because like, how does he die? What happened? Because that's the thematic that it should be based around.
Well, we can retroactively thematic it to fit his injury. But you do need to come up with something big. Maybe not now. If you'd like, we can spend a week thinking about it. But if you'd like
He
to keep your
loses his third
character,
leg.
Do what, Josh?
I wouldn't
if he
even.
loses his
I
third
wouldn't
leg?
even give like damage to. That wouldn't even be like you lose anything character-wise. That's enough loss as is.
What happened?
He loses his third leg.
Oh, yes. Do it, bitch.
No, like I couldn't. I have a date planned. Don't
Yeah,
you
it's like that
remember?
he kept being his lady friend.
That's enough punishment. You take no penalties beyond the loss of this thing.
I can't. I
I
can't.
can't. It's too much.
It is. It's too much to ask any man. God.
That's funny. What would
But
losing
yeah.
my nose or ear do? I don't.
I mean, if you lost your nose, it would be. I would think that would be enough for a disfiguring injury. Again, it would be like disadvantage on social checks, on like positive social checks.
What was the whole reason
Can
for
I get
not?
advantage on intimidation?
What was the reason for not taking the actual needing the eye patch thing?
It would give him disadvantage on like perception-based tasks. If he had one eye, he would like any task needing him to see things would be a disadvantage.
Okay.
Also, if you lose your nose, those smelling checks you've been making big, not gonna happen.
Fuck. I mean, fuck it. Can I have like a gnarled up ear? Like
I would
just
say
half of my ear missing.
it's not even like gnarled up ear. It is like you have a scar that runs across your face and ends at your ear where it's taken it off.
Ah,
Wow.
I mean, okay.
Like these are these are not meant to be things that are like, yeah, you could just kind of cover it up if you wear some earmuffs or something like that. These are meant to be lasting consequences. Like you have to try to avoid these if you want to. Versus
That
just like,
makes-
oh yeah, I wear a helmet and it hides my disfigured ear.
That makes it difficult. I wear full facial wrapping. I mean, I don't have. I choose not to wear armor.
I mean, right now, your facial wrappings are flavor, in my mind at least. If this were the case, if you were to take a disfiguring injury and then hide it with your facial wrappings, I would say that this is now like shifty behavior, right? Like people may trust you less because they can't see your face. I would actually impose a
Wouldn't-
decision to be made there.
Wouldn't
Like
that-
it would hide your face for this, for the sake of like people find you horribly disfiguring, but it would say like, let's see.
I'll go with that then.
Okay, you'll take a disfiguring injury.
Yeah, a
All right.
horrific scar.
All right.
Where at?
Well, probably I don't know, over my chest, over my face, somewhere around there.
Okay.
Doesn't really matter where ultimately.
Well, I mean, because that's where you're gonna have to hide.
Well, I mean, I'm
Although him just putting
And-
on a shirt wouldn't be shifty behavior. What would be the negative for him having a horrible scar on the chest?
I am. If you expand the art, I can't actually do that myself. You would kind of see that it covers his upper chest and face, so it does kind of cover a significant amount, where it's enough to where it's like, okay, why is he doing that?
Yeah, I would say that I would instead, if you were to like wear enough to hide it, I would say this chest injury probably also crawls up into like maybe the lower neck, right? So unless you really try and hide it, uh, like enough effort would have to go into it to be a little suspicious.
I'm okay with this.
All right.
I'm not the socialite of the party anyway.
And again, it's not
Oh.
like this can't be cured later.
I know it'll just be a possibly a significant amount of time. It depends on how we go about it, but yeah,
Depends on
Ask
how
what-
much of a focus you make to fix it.
yeah.
Ask actual like witch person, lady.
Mayhaps.
All right.
Damn this
Oh.
woman though.
I made sure to tell you all that if you showed up to these with less than the full party,
Yeah,
it would not be fun.
I remembered that, but I wasn't there. So
I remembered it. I knew full well we were like walking into a well, very unsafe situation.
We almost did it though, almost.
Almost.
I mean, you
It
did.
was
Almost
just
got
one
into
bad
it.
roll.
Really was. You
Yeah,
took all the damn 20s, alien. You fuck.
you can't blame me for you guys going in without the guy rolling 20s.
Hey, you rolled a 1 at the end. We can't trust you anymore.
No, I didn't. At the end, I didn't. I rolled a 1 during the middle of it, but then I went back to rolling
Oh.
20s for stealth and stuff.
All right. Well, as you all wake up and you see Seok, you get up and it like there's parts of you that are stiff in ways that you're not used to, and you look down at your chest and there's this like there is this scar that looks like someone well, actually, no. You are bandaged up to the nine. You look down and you see bandages. Your right arm,
So nothing out
feel-
of the normal.
uh, they're tighter than normal. But other than that, your left arm feels like it is. You can't move it initially, and it feels like it's leaning away from you. There is an injury that extends from your like lower rib cage up to your shoulder that has severed your arm, and it is currently being held into place. Now, with the way healing works, essentially, as long as a part of you has not been completely severed, you can recover up to functional levels of working your body. The scar will remain and could cause problems in the future. But it is a scar that extends from like the center of your stomach up over and like kind of extending up your neck a bit and over your shoulder. That is just like flayed skin and your arm that has been just almost severed from your body. That will take a night to recover from.
Is a woman there?
Yes, she is there. And she says, right, well, you held up your side of the deal. Didn't expect that to be as rough for you as it ended up being, but I'll hold up my side. And your
Like
group
a
can
sassy blinks.
your group can expect me to well, to lobby for their purpose, I suppose. Assuming that this all works out. And she says, now, I can call you a carriage if you're all pretty messed up, so I can call you a carriage if you need. But I need you out of here. I have papers to write, letters.
Was it a success? Like, I mean, oh, I'm not there. Never mind, fuck her.
I'm just gonna try. I assume after a traumatic injury, probably on a shit ton of fucking whatever fantasy meds.
Yeah.
I don't need your.
You can see the herbs like
carriage.
peeking up between the bandages.
I'm gonna try and stand up and just face planted to the floor.
Yeah. You stand up and there's like between the feeling of your arm feeling like it's going to peel off of your body and the nausea of probably the concussion you currently have, just fall face first into the ground.
Don't mind him. Thank you. That would be great if you could call us a carriage to get back. Thank you.
And she gives a nod, walks out of the room, and comes back a few minutes later. And she says, "There, I've sent someone. It should be here in a few minutes." And a few minutes pass by, and the carriage arrives. And you all hop in it. Siak, do
Have
you,
to carry
or
me.
do you, do you say fuck the carriage now that it's here?
No, I'm just gonna. I'm gonna try and garner pity points from the lady, and I'm gonna refuse all help and use my one good arm, only my one good arm, to try and get into this carriage.
Okay. Give me a Constitution athletics check. DC 20, I'll say. All right.
Sorry, not advantage.
Oh, not advantage, unfortunate. No,
Ah.
you get about halfway up, and before your world spins, you don't lose your grip, but you just lean over and puke, and you can't go. You try and raise a leg, and just the nausea comes back immediately, and just no, your body is not going up those steps.
I mean, somebody has to help me at this point.
Yeah.
At first, I was trying to garner pity points. Now I actually need your pity.
You need some pity.
I would like some pity.
Okay. Here you go.
All right. So you all get in the carriage and head home for the. Do you stay in the ship still, or do you get a nice place to rest?
Ship's gone.
The ship is gone. Where do you rest? How much do you spend on the night tonight?
Somebody has to cover me. I don't have any gold.
Share a room.
Maximum pity possible. I almost lost my arm. Almost lost my arm, and I have no money.
I'm out of pity. Dev.
That's why I was trying to get money. I
Somehow pity to give.
need money.
So, what lifestyle are you living for the day?
Could you stay at the tavern by the docks that we stayed at before? Which is the only one I
yeah.
know about.
I'm going to.
And I'll cover Siak.
No,
Okay.
no. I'm going to find the best tavern I can for that 3 gold I've got.
3 gold you've got. All right. Yeah. It'll be for 3 gold. It's going to net you a. It's not. It would be at comfortable in terms of the accommodation. At this point, it is like the beds are nice. They've been freshly washed earlier that day. The sheets have. Food is brought up to your room for you, and for the extra, if you want to pay all three, you get like someone sent up to help you with any tasks you need, and basically be a manservant for a day.
This will do. Just don't mind the blood.
Yeah,
And
and it's
don't
like you
ask
have to
about
have
the blood.
him. You have to have him help change the bandages in the morning.
I'm just gonna chill at the tavern by the docks because it's like what, 3 silver? It's more than 2 silver.
Yeah.
It's like 3 silver. I don't care. I'm just gonna sleep.
It's the tavern at the dock is 5.
Yeah, okay, yeah, that's fine. I have money.
All right.
Yeah, no, I don't really care. I'm just wanting to sleep, man.
So, you all rest that night. You all have to enter a kind of meditative trance in which you um, regain your energy spent, as well as use them to help knit injuries faster than would be normally natural, and help reinforce your bodies against further harm.
Oh,
Siok, this is pretty much all you do at night, um, and it is spent going over. Even though you're not necessarily um, formally trained, you still have gotten as far as you have off of self-taught knowledge, and it is you going through and just reconnecting muscle groups in your arm and lower torso the entire night. It is painful. But come morning, the skin has grown over into the rough scar tissue that you know you are going to have for the foreseeable future. And you have full control over your arm again.
Rested though?
What's that?
Do I get the full long rest or no?
Yes. You do get your full long rest.
does Lex rejoin?
Noise.
Lex does rejoin early in the morning, as you spent the night running from the cops. And you see the group. Clothes have been fucking brutalized as you meet them, and Siok, who used to be kind of like more comfortable in the bandages they wear, it now seems like they've kind of withdrawn a little, and it's now more of a shield than it was just clothes before.
What did you do? What happened?
Golems, crystal golems,
You
14 lady, an experiment.
you guys already did that?
Yep.
Yeah, it wasn't a success.
It was a success. Okay, that's good to hear.
And with
For the
that,
most part.
Wow.
Minus, you know,
What's the
Siak and 3 of us almost dying, but you know.
I see. Well, my news isn't much better. 'Cause I'll tell you what I didn't sign up for.
What's that?
Witches.
Not witches. I could handle you.
I'm not a witch, damn it.
But
You're not a witch?
No, I'm a druid. A druid. There's a difference between witches and druids. Ask
There's a
Ask
difference?
my- Yes. There's a major difference. You have to ask my best friend, which the leader, one of the leaders, witch lady. I like her. Anyways,
the witch lady's
she's a
gonna
witch.
tell us about witches.
Yes, because she's a witch. There's a difference between druids and witches. Witches form pacts with evil beings that take over their bodies and or souls. So whenever they use magic or anything like that, they can call upon that like side of them, and they will like
That just
change
sounds
into
like
this
warlocks.
change into this gnarly disgusting figure. No, that's different than warlocks. Trust me, the spirits are evil. Druids do not do that. Druids use the magic
all
from
right.
earth
Well,
and nature.
what I didn't sign up for was like, I don't even know what they're called, do I? Like,
Give me a. This would be an Arcana check.
yeah, I doubt it. But we'll see. We'll
I
see.
think everybody would just know them as shapeshifters.
Yeah, I mean, if
Yeah, you don't know specifically what they are, but you do know they are shapeshifters of some kind.
I'll be like, I didn't sign up for a house full of shapeshifters that don't even talk.
Ooh, I called magic.
There's at least,
Shapeshifter.
yeah, there's at least 3 of them, and honestly, they're probably all around me. I'm
I'd love to
terrified.
experiment on one.
All right, well, I think we talk to that captain first, personally.
Agreed.
Because unless he got a plan, how do you even deal with that?
You're like, I ain't fucking with shapeshifters. Makes sense. Reasonable.
Good question.
Also, stop trying to like do experiments on people. It's very
And
rude.
with that, in the morning of the 28th.
Can we at least hear what the captain says about shapeshifters? I don't know. I'm ready.
No,
I want to keep
that-
going, man.
I am about done for all day.
These
get
weeks
pretty
take
tired
too
too, yeah.
fucking long, man. It feels like it's been 2 weeks every week.
To be fair, I don't know
To be
that
fair,
Lex should join us. If the captain or the person impersonating the guard captain is coming after you, who's to say you wouldn't tell the rest of his force to start looking for you?
I mean,
Oh, also,
all he should be able to
everyone
say is like,
go ahead and take 200 experience.
Ooh,
Okay, well,
what
experience.
the hell does that mean to me?
Yeah, well, we're putting that. I've never done this
We've
before.
never done that. It's all. I thought we were doing the other way still, Dwight.
No, I would rather you guys have an idea of what nets you experience than me just decide.
What? Almost dying? I'm assuming.
You survived a deadly encounter.
Where do we put this?
It's
Does-
in the features tab.
Does Surus get experience for his exploits?
Surus will be gaining his own set of experience, yes, on his exploits.
200 experience.
I'd still doing this as party experience rather than as like individuals earning their own experience. But it will hopefully give you guys more
We still
control over what you guys want to do.
I don't. And this is me. I don't have a problem if we do go the other way.
Oh,
How much to level up?
That's what we're. Yeah, but that's another good question.
I believe it's 800.
Well, are we calling it here, guys?
Yeah,
No.
it is 900 to get to level 3.
Oh, damn.
I just
wonder,
want
is
to
that-
use my overpowered spell. Maybe let's be a little more useful. Instead of singing to the trees like fucking Snow White.
Like a witch?
Like
Shut
a
up.
witch.
I explained the difference between witches and druids, and you changed
You
combination.
want a quarter of 900 to be 225.
Alright, ending stream. I need to, like, actually upload these. I just keep forgetting.
Yeah,